Jeffrey Dahmer soaked in blood. The Unabomber blowing up. Waco, Texas, and Heaven's Gates. Aliens modified, meant from apes. Hitler faked his death and then escaped. Bigfoot and the Mothman. Son of Sam talking to dogs again. Witches, ghosts, and goblins. Mysterious noise and hauntings. Dark arts in the skull and bones. Most celebrities are probably cloned. So if you're feeling all alone, crack a beer and get stoned. I welcome you to the podcast Strange Brew. We're here to entertain you. We're here to entertain you.
It's about to get strange.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the podcast. I am Tomcat, a.k.a. Tom Thompson, the Reptilian. This is something a little different, might we say. We're going to do, this is kind of a fun special. I suggest people check out the YouTube. But we have a bunch of hooligans on for this episode. And as you can tell, the mic quality is different because we are in a different location. So,
Jesus fucking Christ.
I guess
It's so huge.
Brett should introduce himself first.
As everyone knows, I'm Brett, the man of many tastes, and obviously the man of many big cigars.
Okay, if you're just listening on audio, this is the biggest cigar I have fucking ever seen. I will post a video of him fucking getting it spiked up.
It's got to be like 8 inches long and like fucking
like
2.5,
I make
2
Winston
inches
Churchill
wide.
look like a bowler.
It looks like a really
porn
straight.
star's dick.
It looks like a really straight turd.
My straight turd, though.
It's a fucking...
I don't eat no curly fries.
It's a massive... It's probably one of the biggest cigars I've ever seen anyone smoke. It's fucking crazy. So everyone check out strangebrew.podcast on Instagram, and I'll definitely post that video. And then obviously, you heard a familiar voice.
Oh, hi, I'm Billy.
That's Bilbo Faggins. Dildo Faggins.
I think we're going to have fun today, aren't we?
And then Sawyer, your third appearance.
G'day.
Sawyer
How
the
you doing?
Destroyer.
I don't destroy anything. I don't know where this comes from.
I've been single
The
forever.
only thing you destroy is
Yeah.
the only thing you
Are you
destroy is your
single?
ego.
Very.
Oh, God, I was
No,
hoping
it's
you were,
true.
and I was like,
and
that was
that
me.
hurt my feelings just a little bit, Billy.
How long have you
okay.
been single for?
Holy moly. 8 years.
Oh, that's such a better joke now. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Sorry. That's okay. You didn't know. I don't hold it against you.
So this is going to be a bunch of shenanigans. I'm sure the idea is just to be really fun and have all of us together to do something a little special. Obviously, if Aaron from Ireland could be here, that would be the full group. It would be pretty awesome. But let's get into some urban legends. So the true fans will know that me and Billy have talked about urban legends a couple times.
That was our very first episode ever.
Yeah, one of the very first episodes we ever did was Urban Legends.
It was
And
literally
now
the
it's on the
first.
Patreon, so you can get that shit. And for the guy that yelled at me about the Richard Ramirez episode, it's now on the Patreon, so you have to pay for it. But a lot of the original episodes are on there. But there's also, we did one episode called Urban Legends, Killer Clowns and Skin Shoes, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, they made shoes out of skin.
That's fucked.
Brett's ancestors would probably know a lot about that.
We don't talk about that.
Don't step on the cracks or you'll fall and break your back. Many children found this particular rhyme convincing enough to dance across sidewalks for the majority of their childhood, until enough missteps convinced them that their back was unsafe from superstition. Urban legends can be unforgiving. There are horrible and horrific urban legends of the supernatural nature. There are those are founded in innate distrust from political forces that turn out to be true most times, you know. Don't trust the government. Some urban legends last the test of time, while others disappear overnight. Whether the source, the cause, or the interpretation, all urban legends share one core truth. They are compelling enough to share. I want everyone to what was the first urban legend that you've ever heard of?
The Bible.
That was good.
Just
How dare you?
You know you gotta sleep in the couch, right?
He will pee on you.
Yeah.
But definitely no. Like the don't step on the crack or you'll fall and break your back.
Did you have Bloody Mary? Did they ever scare you about that?
I
Your
heard of
religious
it.
home?
Honestly, no, because I tried it one time and nothing happened.
We used to do candy.
No, you're single. That's what happened.
Wasn't it break your mother's back?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I thought
Yes,
break
yeah,
up.
it was actually. But like,
And then
the
you
one
said,
day I
"I
looked
don't
at
hit you
the
on
one
the
day I
side."
looked at my mom, like she said that to me or something, and then I stepped on the crack, and like
I hope
nothing
this
happened.
picture,
She was like, "That was rude."
You're a shitty kid.
Brett, we'll go to you next. What's the first urban legend you probably heard of?
There's probably alligators in the sewers.
Oh.
Or probably.
That's not true.
What?
That's not true.
They say it wasn't true, but there is a lot of stories about people flushing their animals down the toilet.
You saying Teenage
Oh,
Mutant
yeah.
Ninja Turtles isn't true?
Yeah, but that's a goldfish, not an alligator.
Big beards
go
and big
again.
boners. Come on down to the Ford dealership. We get you get up with the Ford F-150 Lightning.
What do you say?
Guaranteed to satisfy you and your gay lover.
All right.
Damn it, I was going to say, who needs a wife?
The only thing thicker than our cigars are our dildos.
So turn down the lights. Turn down the lights and get comfortable, uncomfortable, and let's begin our tour into the world's darkest urban legends. And let's start in Canada. In Newfoundland and Labrador, along the welcoming community of hospitality in the region that is known for, you can also find stories of the paranormal. One strange tale centers around Julie's Harbor, a resettled community near Triton. If I butchered that, I don't care. According to skipper Mike Rogers of Badger Bay Boat Tours, the community is home to some stories not of this realm. And as Newfoundland and Labrador tourism, I don't know why I gotta say it all together, eerily puts it, the only way there is by boat, snowmobile, or ATV, which means the only way to leave a spooky encounter is the same way. And according to the tourism center,
The only way to get there is by water, snow, or land. The one way that you can get to this place.
you can't drive a car over it.
Oh, nor walk.
Yes. Well, if you
It has to
probably
be
take a
boat,
long-
snowmobile, or ATV.
You can't.
The goblins
use a
will
car.
stop you if you're doing anything else.
According to the tour setter, Julia's Harbor is named after a woman who drowned and was now known as Julia Harbor's Pond. So she drowned in some pond near the harbor. Well, how she died isn't known. It is said that the spirit has been felt in the area since her death, further adding to the eeriness of the harbor. And all that you'll find left is the community is a large grave yard full of headstones of entire families dating back to the 18th century. So visitors to the harbor have kind of bone-chilling tales of hearing sounds of children's laughter. Someone give me a child's laugh. Okay, that's actually
That was
creepy.
whack.
That's creepy.
I don't know what sounds. Yeah, that was Pennywise. That was terrible.
What did
You
children
sound like a
sound
Jay Leno Joker.
You hear a lot of children, you're probably not laughing. What do they sound like?
You think I had the ability to make the sound of a child? Do you have any idea how fucking manly I am?
So, Jesus. So, yeah.
You gotta say like a word. Crowns!
I just sound like an old lady there.
Oh, shucks.
My impression abilities aren't there tonight.
Normally are.
Yeah, I know. But I can still rock Marge Simpson.
That's Michael Jackson.
So that's Michael Jackson on a broken record.
It's been a long time since I've heard a child laugh. Seriously, I can't even think. I can't even.
What
hear
a
it in my
world
head.
we live in, man. What a world we live in. So obviously, despite being alone, you hear voices calling from the woods. Do you know what? Do you know what supposedly Bigfoot? Since we were talking about him earlier, you know what supposedly the sound Bigfoot makes? No, you always think it's a pterodactyl. It's never really that. Yeah, that too. Jerking off in the woods. As you can tell, we were sitting at a bar, fucking smoking cigars. That's funny. Is he makes like a whooping sound? I don't know. Stop fucking blowing out the mic.
Well, like a monkey?
It's like it's weird. And he also
Bigfoot's got brain damage.
yeah. So the idea is that he also like hits things off trees. So like if you like hit a stick off a tree 3 times, he will mimic that same sound.
Oh, I know what I'm doing next time I'm out for a nature walk.
While you're on mushrooms, then someone's like fucking hitting.
No, I'm
that.
just gonna start whacking a tree and go.
And then some other Bigfoot enthusiast is coming out of the woodworks like, I hear one.
Oh, God help anybody that's nearby. I'm gonna run out with a bunch of hair taped to me.
It's fun.
Cops would be there so fucking fast.
There's a pedophile in the forest.
There's a really furry pedo in the forest.
You're gonna have to do that on Brett's property, like one late night. Just like,
We don't. I will hunt it.
if it bleeds, we can kill it.
I know Sawyer bleeds.
So yeah.
Wait, if you knew it was me, you'd still shoot me, you fucking asshole?
Well, I just, gimp you a little bit.
Oh, okay.
One story even tells of an apparition seen floating through the walls of the single house left in Julie's Harbor. Would you be brave enough to stay the night?
Yeah. Would.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I would.
It's not that scary.
Not really.
Man, that poor fridge.
Again, though, we went from don't step on the crack or you'll fall and break your back to, yeah, there's ghosts in this house.
This
Trenton.
house is clean.
This house has been cleansed.
How boring of a podcast would this be if we just stayed on Don't Step on a Crack, though?
That's facts.
Yeah. We just talked about that for an hour and a half.
That was an hour and a half?
No, it was not. I
was going to say.
You want to know about the bath game?
Bath game.
Bath game.
The bath game.
The bath
Is
game.
that
Not the game
Don't
you play
say
with
it.
your uncle.
What do you think I was going to say?
You're going to say something towards me in some sort of manner of what I do in the bath.
No, I was going to say, like, how long can Billy hold his breath? That's what I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
Not by his hand, but my hand, though.
The bath game, formerly known as Daruma-san. How would you pronounce that, man? Daruma-san. Daruma-san. I think it is a Japanese game.
Daruma-san.
Because the Japanese have a lot of weird stuff going on there. A lot of weird folklore and weird creatures. There was a fan.
I feel like they could say the same about us.
Probably. There's a fan that wanted us to do an episode about this butthole creature. There's a Japanese creature that has like a butthole face.
Wow.
Yeah, like, and this is like a
like
legit,
eyes or anything. just an eye.
I can't remember what it's called. They have to send me the thing
something.
again.
Now, is it the size of a human face?
It looks like this gnarly ass, like fucking weird,
Look
like
almost just like
Resident
Julie.
Evil character.
Okay,
but
to be
it's a
fair,
butthole.
the Japanese are obsessed with buttholes.
Yeah, they cleanse. I would love a bidet.
I'm sorry?
I would love a bidet.
That's French.
Close. Is it
Well, I think the Japanese.
Bidet. Think of it.
They prevented it.
I have a bidet.
The day insults the honor.
Wait, now do it in French.
Dirty butthole.
Bidet.
Bidet.
It's French. It's got to be French.
Only
Shit hits
the
G-spot
French
all
can come up
day.
with something that twisted.
We were just talking when he was a
What a
Quebec.
pressure
He's
wash.
like, those people are
All French
fucked. And I was
dudes
like,
are just
yeah,
on the toilet
we
all
make fun of
day.
them all the time. So let's talk about this game. It's an old game summoning a ghost from a bathtub that follows you all day. Can I have the lighter? Or we'll explain
How do you summon it?
the torch. So we're gonna get in the whole practices of how to do this.
Okay.
So people
Can
know.
try.
Yes. This will be edited to some extent. Not the video, so... So it's an old game, right? You know, when you're playing Durama-san, you can result in bad things happen to you, even death. Starting the game. Before you go to bed, take off all your clothes. Enter the bathtub, fill up the tub, and turn out the lights.
I like where this is going.
Sit in the middle of the bathtub while facing the faucet/tap. Close your eyes and wash your hair. This is like fucking the grudge.
It doesn't work.
You tried that?
I do that every night. That's how I go to bed.
Yeah, but crying's not involved.
Oh, you can't cry. Okay, sorry, carry on. I'm not doing that.
Cry this all the sadness out. As you wash your hair, you fucking hate bathrooms. It's so clean. Before you go to bed, take off. Oh, I already went through that. As you wash your hair, you should repeat these words: Durama-san, Durama-sam. Durama-sam fell down. Durama-sam fell down. Do not stop repeating this until you finish washing your hair. Your eyes must remain shut. I dare any fucking listener to try to do this. As you wash your hair, you picture a Japanese woman standing in the bathtub cleaning your feet. And I added that part.
I was like, wow, that's okay. This is getting fucking personal.
No, just standing in the bathtub. She will slip and fall on a rusty tap, gouging her eye out, killing her.
I have to envision that.
Yes.
Or do you get to actually watch that?
You get to envision it. Think about it.
No, you think like after you envision she's there, and then you open your eyes, and then she does it.
Yeah, maybe.
I kind of want to do this.
You will hear a sound coming from behind you or feel movement in the bath. Do not turn around or peek. Don't peek. Don't peek. You finally summon the ghost. You will feel her presence as she emerges out of the bathtub, asking out loudly, "Why did you fall in the bathtub?" That's why you're supposed to ask that. Just to scream out loud at her.
Why did you fall into the bathtub?
Why did you fall into the bathtub?
Why did you fall into the bathtub? What are you doing?
The woman is a ghostly figure that will follow you all day. She wears tattered and stained white clothes with black hair. She only has one eye. Her left eye is wide open and bloodshot. Her right eye is missing, just leaving a bloody hollow socket. Okay, so then when you wake now we're gonna get
that following you.
So now we're gonna get into the game.
That's just the beginning. That's nice. Okay.
That's the opening credits. Holy shit.
Like, we haven't even touched the vagina.
When you wake up in the morning, the game will begin.
Bloody too.
When you wake up in the morning, you gotta go to bed like that.
Yeah, the game will begin.
Wait, do you
You've
leave
had
the water?
nightmares all fucking
Do you leave
night
the
over
water
that
in the
shit.
tub?
I didn't say, but I assume so because maybe she's got
You
to
want
go
the
home.
essence to like soak in.
Yes.
What if you poo?
In the tub? What the fuck were you doing?
Yeah,
in
no
the
one
tub?
else does that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Your day will begin normal until you feel the presence of the one-eyed woman glancing over your shoulder. She can't glance that well. When you turn around, she will not be there. She will get closer and closer as your day goes on. Do not let her catch you. If the one-eyed woman is getting too close, you shout, "Tomorere," which means stop. Tomorere! That's fucking Italian.
That's Italian.
Which then run away fast. So you scream this and then you fucking book it. And then this will give you some distance between you and the woman. You must end the game before midnight, or she will keep stalking you until she appears in your dreams and kills you like Freddy Krueger. So, ending the game. The end of the game, you must catch a glimpse of the one-eyed woman and shout, "Kita! Kita!"
This is too many words to remember.
I know it is.
The fuck's the word? She's getting close.
Which means I cut you loose. I guess it's crazy how like one word in Japan is like fucking three words
sentence,
here.
yeah.
4 words. I cut you loose.
So
I cut you loose. Yeah.
this is
You have to
a
use
game.
the accent.
This is for a game.
This is a game.
This is something people just do for fun.
Yes, this is a child's game.
Okay, a child's game. Okay.
You played Bloody
when
Mary.
Nintendo
Billy, you
doesn't
stuck your
cut
dick in a
anything.
fucking-
Are you so desensitized from TikTok? You need something more real in your life.
Someone fucking goes from your bathtub.
The only Bloody
Run
Mary.
away from it for a day.
The only Bloody
keep you
Mary
busy.
Billy gets is when he fucking said that. I was like, fuck this chick got a period named Mary. That's bad. Did you earn your Red Wings tonight?
Who the fuck hasn't done that?
Yeah, that's true. It's disgusting though.
That's gross.
Smells like old pennies.
Fine. Grow up.
Yeah, fucking crazy. So yeah, this game keeps going on. So you gotta. I will cut you loose while swinging your arms in a chopping motion. So you gotta be like kita, 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 and like you're in a chopping motion to cut her loose.
How many children have died?
Have you ever seen that clip of that white lady being like, "I want to be ninja"? And it's like super racist.
Oh yeah.
Bobby Lee.
I know which one you're
I
talking
want
about.
to
That
be
one's
ninja.
awesome.
I chop off the sentence.
No.
It's
Oh, it's so good.
And it's like obviously blatantly like racist, and she's like, maybe I am a ninja now, and it's just like, and when it turns the camera, a bunch of Asian people watching this blonde white lady do this very racist satirical song. It's just fuck. This sounds the same way.
Bad.
It just sounds like giant word. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Chop chop. So you chop, and then the game will end, and the one-eyed woman won't follow you anymore. So here's the rules.
Oh, and there's rules.
And there's rules.
It's not just you die if you don't do it right, but there's also.
Wait, how does she kill you?
You can't fuck the eye socket.
Skull fuck this bitch.
Wait, what if she comes into your dream? Do you like have to satisfy her, or like what's up?
She kills you.
Oh,
She like,
you can't coerce her towards
I don't
something
know.
more.
She cuts off your penis, and
What
then
if
makes
you're
you
really, really, really good looking?
Don't worry, you don't have that problem.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm so sorry.
Dude, it's okay.
Better say sorry. That was uncalled for.
rules.
I'm so mean to Billy.
I like it.
Do not open your eyes when the ghost first appears, as women will know when a guy is coming. Do not let the one-eyed woman. Do not let the one-eyed woman. Do not let the one-eyed woman trip when you leave the bathtub. I don't understand how that works. So she appears, you see her, she follows you, and then you got to make sure that she doesn't fall out of the bathtub when you leave the bathtub. I tell you, this is the.
I feel sorry for humanity. We're all fucking dying.
Just like that's how a woman knows when a man's coming. And he's like,
Yeah, her eyes roll back. They look like the mutant from Stranger Things.
I never want to see my face, man.
I was talking about when you come on a girl's face, she needs to close her eyes. You gotta keep them shut.
You can't. There's a socket missing.
You come inside the socket. It's like a little fucking hole.
I feel like that's disrespectful somehow.
So disrespectful.
Do you clean it out or leave
You
it?
lost that in a brutal accident.
That I summoned.
From a faucet, from hitting a
From a
faucet. with your eye.
faucet.
So do not ever re-enter the bathroom after you leave.
Oh, you can't ever go back.
Yeah, I'm never showering
For
again.
that 12 hours.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
midnight.
okay, all right.
So yeah.
What happens if you do?
You can't shit because she'll kill you. Hold in that poop. That poop monster comes. The butthole monster, he comes out. We'll do an episode
Was that
of
a
Strange
monster?
Japanese.
Was that a monster of you?
In Japanese.
Oh, you mean that guy? I thought you were saying you were.
This guy
scared
sent
to go
me a
poo in the
picture
toilet.
of what it looks like. It's just this weird, gnarly, like Resident Evil fucking looking character.
Yeah, Japan sounds like a terrible place to live.
Well, their age of consent is 13, as we were saying earlier, so
Oh.
it's fucking a bit strange. So do not drain the tub until
terrifying.
morning. There's your question. Don't drain the tub until morning and she's gone.
Ew.
Do not let the one-eyed woman catch you. The game is very dangerous if it can kill you when you get out of the bathtub. It is important to play with caution. It's very strange.
Play with caution is like, I don't know, like a fucking drinking game, not like you're 8 years old and you might be summoning your death.
If anyone wants to do this and film themselves, I will send you the instructions. But you have to be a good-looking woman with big boobs, and you have to show us the goods when you're in the bathtub.
Man, Billy was like, yeah,
Oh, you're gonna get us in trouble.
But, you want to go to? Do you want to go to India?
I can't go to India.
He's not allowed there anymore.
Why?
I'm not allowed there anymore.
Because you fucked an Indian woman?
No, because India has a ban on Canadian citizens visiting.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because of,
What?
Yeah.
For what?
because of
Okay.
the shit that's going on.
True cokehead.
What do you mean shit that's going on? We'd let them in by the millions.
Yes.
We're not allowed to visit?
Yeah. We can't exchange.
Okay, what's going on? What am I missing
so
here?
essentially what happened, a Sikh guy that became a Canadian. He was full. He did the whole system. He went through it.
He just
became
walked in the doors.
And no,
then
he was
that's
killed
it.
on Canadian soil. And
Okay.
apparently he did something that was like insanely disrespectful.
Like a terrorist act. I don't know.
And then
Killed on Canadian soil by who?
an Indian, another guy that was Hindi, I guess.
Oh, okay.
And I guess
Assassin?
like that's okay to do in India, but we condemn that here because that's called murder.
Yes.
And they're like no, and so they're like back and forth. India's like up yours to like all Canadians that want to visit with a work visa there or any type of visa visiting.
Wow, when did that happen?
Anyway,
You can't.
When did that happen?
It's been on the news.
Weeks ago, wasn't it?
It's beyond RCMP dying, people dying in Banff from bear attacks and stuff like that. That was slipped right in there somewhere.
Middle, eh?
Yeah, right in the middle. Yeah.
Right in the middle.
So where did the Sikh and Hindi guy?
No idea. Was
it Milton?
It could have been. Who knows?
Fuck me.
But yeah, as far as meeting my girlfriend's parents, I'm like,
that's out the fucking window.
Out the window. So
wow.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, imagine
They're
that.
probably also pretty mad we're taking a lot of their people.
Correction, we're taking the cream of the crop.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
We're taking the ones that have money.
Yeah.
And then we're going to bleed them dry for the system.
because they come here and you don't have the Canadian dream.
To be fair, like if you come here as an immigrant, like you're our top shit. Like you beat the system in your own fucking country, and you like worked your way up to be able to come
a future dictatorship. Have fun.
Pretty much.
Well, one dictatorship for the next. They just want a nice little grace period.
Well, a lot of them are going back now.
Yeah.
Really?
There is a large amount of immigrants that are leaving because they can't afford to live in this fucking communist, fascistic fucking country that we live in. And
India will take them back, no problem.
Come on back.
Well, unless they're Punjabi, then no. They're very interesting called.
I fucking love Punjabis.
I
love them. They're wonderful people.
They are nice. They're very peaceful.
They're all so nice to me.
Yeah. I know. That's very receiving.
It's like, oh, nice smiles.
Yep.
Yeah.
When they call
How's
you
your
buddy,
girlfriend's pussy taste?
it's the best.
Does it taste like curry?
Of course it does. What kind of questions that?
So we're gonna go to India. I want to go to Dow Hill Forest. You should ask your woman about this sometime. Dow Hill Forest, DOW.
Okay, what part of India? There's like
I don't
25
I don't
provinces
have a map
there or
pulled up in
states.
front of me. Forests have been a great
States.
place of interest in
States.
fairy tales. Everyone loves a good fairy tale. Living in a free country, and for good reason.
Gotta throw it in every fucking moment.
I know we're trying to cut out the political shit on the show, at least for some topics. But this is kind of sitting at the bar.
Come on, Tommy. We're here to have fun.
I know. No more government.
You mean urban legends, political, everything.
You could be talking about anything.
Urban legends. Trudeau's not gay. That's not right. We know he's gay.
fucking cokehead. Downhill.
It's a cokehead now?
So when
Is that too?
So when he went to India, right? You know how he said that his plane couldn't get back here?
Dude, I am so out of tune with all this shit.
This is what happens when you hang around addicts and other people's houses.
That's all I do.
I was like,
I just check addicts, man. I don't know the news anymore.
No, he hangs out with legit addicts.
Oh, that makes sense.
There's a joke that I made way back in the day that I found him in Skid Row in Vancouver and cleaned him up.
Brought me
on
over
the podcast because he came from out west when he first came on the show.
That's how you told me how you guys became friends.
Yeah. We were in rehab together, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So
rehab was the back of Swiss Chalet by the dumpsters going, I'm not happy, and I'm like, I'm not happy either.
We should try to be happier.
Let's be happy together.
Cooking this chicken is depressing. Let's do heroin.
And then we proceeded to fuck the chickens. And then we still cook them and serve them.
Enjoy your Thanksgiving dinner.
So funny because we're recording this essentially on Thanksgiving weekend.
When you see that gravy, think of us.
Yes. Oh, creamy gravy.
So soft.
It's not, it's thick.
So Trudeau's plane, like he got stuck supposedly in India for a bit because his plane it was down, needed maintenance or something like that. And then it comes out there's a pretty credible rumor that when he went there, they always, like normal countries, they have sniff dogs and shit like that.
Okay.
Police search the plane just in case you have anything. And I heard that it was supposed to be like coke everywhere. That the dogs were freaking out. That it was like top to bottom. There was like coke, traces of coke all over the fucking plane. Wow! And then so there's theories that he didn't make it to a couple of the G7 like meeting stuff that they were doing in India, and people think because there is a rumor I heard that he actually he was ODing. Which hopefully it didn't kill him. That's fucking shitty. But there's the idea that he was just like.
Where did you get this news?
That
probably wasn't on CTV.
India. We have propaganda news.
So
is
that's
India
what I'm
and
saying.
every
Where
other
did
country.
you heard this news from India?
India's actual news reported this. A couple of their news stations.
Where did you see this? Because we have the whole thing now that's all censored.
I have a VPN. So I actually get to access the news. Because I choose to pay $12 a month to fucking access the fucking Instagram. They think I'm in United Kingdom. They don't fucking know. They think I'm a fucking British. Even it's like Strange Brew Podcast on my Instagram is located in the United Kingdom. I was like, turn that off. We're supposed to be Canadian. But so obviously forests have been places of great interest. Yeah, I know, really. Well, they all know, man. We're Strange Brew, I'm sure.
It'll just change it to the United States.
We're joking.
I'm British, okay? I got gnarly ass teeth and I don't do a very good accent.
Boy, Prop Tuesday, isn't it?
That's very good.
Forests have been places of great interest in fairy tales for a good reason. Downhill Syndrome Forest in Kurasong, I don't know. Kurasong, India.
You can find articles with less difficult words.
Sorry.
Or learn how to pronounce them.
Can
like,
you just fucking take a breather?
We're reading this for the
Downhill Syndrome.
Downhill Syndrome.
I was kidding.
That's like a notch.
Downhill Forest.
what's uphill syndrome?
It's called being gifted.
We are kidding, everybody. Calm down. Downhill Forest in Kurasong, India, is a great example of that. It has confirmed tragedies given the paranormal and explanations. Back in the day, I think it's on the Patreon. If it not, it will be because it's taken off the main show. Is me and Billy did a haunted forest episode, and that was before you went out east.
I don't remember. We've done so.
No, that's the one where you fucking remember. We had when we used to start recording this. It was like every Friday. This Friday I get the booze. Next Friday he gets the booze, and we would do that back and forth, right? Like kind of thing. And then the one he was supposed to get the booze, and he was skateboarding and hit a rock, and he showed up knocking on the door, and he brought a beer each, a tall boy, and then a Mickey of like whiskey or whatever. Yeah, I think it was 26er. And then he knocks on my door. I'm all fucking stoked to get this going and shit, like he's gonna leave soon, and then he's like, I answer the door and he's like holding the fucking just the handle, like just the spout of, I don't know what you call it, the fucking the top of the bottle, and being like, this is what's left of it. And he's like, I think I have 2 beers that are not fucking obliterated. He like ate shit, and this is when we record this episode. And it was funny, but we weren't drunk, and we were like, and then we just went to the bar after. We're like, fuck this, let's fucking stop recording and go to the bar. We need to get drunk. So many tragedies happen in forests, like the suicide forest in Japan might be its own episode at some point. Many murders have happened in this forest because according to Brett, Indian people like to sword fight if they get into scuffles.
Well, that's the one that Logan Paul shot his YouTube video in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, in India it's very common.
Cool or tool?
I said
yeah,
tool.
Sikhs will. You know the little daggers, the little seminal. That's a like symbolization of like war.
Oh, you're talking about like
Sikhs. Actual sword fights in the street.
Sorry.
No, they'll delimb each other and kill each other.
No, I just thought we were just like bashing dicks around.
Wow, that's gay.
I was like, that sounds fun.
We didn't get to this next part, though.
They just sword fight in the streets, though. Just like, I don't like you. Pull out your dagger.
Sounds.
I'm sure it's more than that. It's more like, I like blood.
That's not the same place.
Wait, what? Where?
Afghanistan. I'm
sword
sure they can sword fight there.
Yeah, sword fight. They have AK-47s.
Yeah.
I'm sure they sword fight on the
But those fucking, they don't do it fancy style, man. They're not like ting 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 ting. They have those like really long swords that like just enough, enough force to like fucking cut them in half. Whoever's the first to like get their arm down is the winner.
Just enough force to completely sever you.
So yeah, there's all these weird stuff happening in this forest. Many murders have happened here. Some say the dead still roam the forest. A popular legend revolves around, followed by a headless boy, and if you're not lucky, he will never stop.
Well, that's shitty.
I mean, he just like roams you forever.
He just headless boy roams and follows you everywhere.
How can he follow you when he can't see?
He's got his.
It's like the chicken.
He's like this. It's like he feels the walls and stuff. He's like, I'll get you eventually. That's why he always is at bay. But
they have senses. I wonder how they do that. Do you guys know? I'm assuming you out of anyone. Do you know how a chicken like knows where it's going after its head gets chopped off?
It doesn't. It just kind of runs in circles.
It does, no, it'll chase you. The only reason I know that is because it chased my mom.
I don't know. I have no idea. I've never seen that.
Maybe it was just pure luck.
I've just seen them like run around for a little while and then they just fall.
Yeah, it's because like it's the whole idea where if you get guillotined, like your fucking head chopped off, they've recorded that the longest the head was blinking for it's something pretty crazy, like 20 or 30 seconds or something like that. It might have been 2 minutes, actually. It's something like so, like, where it's like enough where you're like, what the fuck? But it was like a fairly long time. Like, I would think a couple seconds maybe, but it was like a couple minutes. I think.
In theory, if you cut off a head and completely cauterize the neck,
the nerves and stuff would still be like, man, that's fucking...
Oh, no, because your heart needs to pump the blood. I was thinking your brain did for a minute.
If
I was like, you could just live like that.
Yeah,
but like, if you can find, like, attach a heart to the cheek or something, and pump the blood through, you can still technically live
How does
like that.
Just a bite.
Reanimator
Hold
over
on.
here.
How does the blood get oxygen?
From breathing?
And how do you breathe with what?
Your mouth?
And your lungs.
Yeah, I know, but you can
You
just
don't
you
have-
can shove everything up here, just put it all on the neck,
Before you die,
suck it, just like
No,
put
just
all
like-
the organs, put them in the neck.
No, you
somehow,
put like a
and-
monkey's lungs.
and then slither away
like
with
one
your
of those baby
jaw.
monkeys, like put their lungs in the
Oh, you
throat.
give them gills. You give them gills right quick.
Stupid.
And then you throw them in a
That's
bathtub.
not how gills work.
I don't know, it might be.
And then you play the ghost game.
Wow. Define science here. I don't like it.
So
No,
yeah,
we're inventing our new science because apparently you can do that now.
It's starting to sound like the alphabet people.
follow the science.
We just did. Now we can live with just a head not a
And
body.
gills.
And gills.
So if you find you're walking alone,
It's like Futurama. They're onto something, man.
so you're walking alone on Death Road and hear footsteps, pay attention to where they're coming from. If they're behind you or they come from a direction that you can't see, go the other way. Don't look at that direction. Consider yourself lucky. But if you see the little boy walking towards you and even catch a glimpse of the boy while walking away, he said to follow you the rest of your life. He said that it said that there will be people who have been driven mad by seeing him, and some have even taken their own lives attempt to get rid of the boy. Walking through the forest with an iron heart and with will stronger than the average, you will step inside this forest and hear footsteps behind you, but never look back. So these are like all weird ass urban legends from around the world. You think about how weird ours are. You chant a woman's name into a mirror, and then she's supposed to be holding her aborted fucking baby in her fucking arm or whatever, right?
I don't know. I think the urban legends around here are a hell of a lot less terrifying than the ones abroad.
You don't want a naked boy fucking with a headless walking around.
No, I'm
flying?
good, thanks. That sounds terrible.
The asshole
And
monster.
you just can't get rid of them.
Yeah, no.
Just got this head.
Hold
You
on.
might as well
before
try
we
and make friends
continue,
at that point.
What's your favorite urban legend? I know, like, what's the first one, but what's your favorite?
The hook one's fun. You know, the idea of like, so this is like a really famous one, is like a couple goes to like Lover's Lane,
Yeah.
right? And then they hear the fucking scratch of the hook on the door, and it's fucking creepy, right? And then they like, and then they get out or whatever, and then there's like a hook hand, and the guy's like harassing them and chasing them. There's also the one of like, in this I think same urban legend, the boyfriend goes to check and to see what's out there. And then the girlfriend starts hearing what like sounds like somebody's on the top of the car.
And it's her dad.
And so no, listen. So she
He's got a
freaks
deep
out.
sleep.
She freaks out because she hears more stuff, and then she actually gets in the driver's seat and drives away. But she doesn't realize that she is holding her boyfriend up as he's on top of the car, and as she leaves, the guy with the hook hand hung her boyfriend, and then so as she drives her car away, he fucking hangs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like kind of another lore into that whole story. Or the man in the back seat.
You just
Have
set
you ever
him
seen
off,
Urban
man.
Legend? The horror movie? It's actually fairly good. Like, it's fun for what it is. But they include all these different urban legends inside of it. Like the idea of like there's a man behind in this woman's car, right? And then in the movie at least is how they portray it, is she pulls up to a gas station, she gets gas, and then this like guy that has like he stutters, and she's like creeped out by him. So she's like, just, "Can you pump my gas and get out of here?" And then he's like and trying to tell her something. She's like, "I'm really creeped out," like, and gets out of there. And then as she leaves, she's like, "There's someone in the back of the car!" And then there's someone the whole time she's listening on the radio. It's like, "Turn around every now and then," and then there's someone in the back of the car to kill her. And that's like a real urban legend that supposedly is based on real stories. There's a bunch.
So what was your favorite?
The
Yeah,
poodle,
like you set him off, man.
the poodle in the
So what's your favorite fucking urban legend already?
the poodle in the microwave.
Okay.
Poodle in the microwave.
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
I don't know that one
Pardon
either.
the fuck me.
We have no internet out here, but there is an urban legend about this dog goes there. Someone thinks somebody's in the house, and then their dog goes missing, and then they hear the microwave go off, and their dog's like exploded in the
I
microwave.
don't like that one. That's
Ah.
bullshit.
Also,
How
do you
fit a
remember?
poodle in a microwave?
Do you remember?
That's just animal
big
cruelty.
dog.
That's not even an urban
No,
legend.
I don't like that.
Do you remember the one that
probably a good
we
boy.
told Billy?
Was.
Do you remember the midget one?
Yeah, no shit. What
Do you remember the midget one?
the midget urban legend?
Yes.
Refresh
So
my
it's
memory.
called the clown statue. Okay, and these people, right? They get home and there's this statue, this lamp looking thing that looks like a clown, little clown statue or whatever. And they're like, "Oh, weird, who gave us this?" And they don't remember it being there. Actually, I think it's the babysitter. The babysitter comes to babysit the kids. It's like, "Oh, that's a weird statue kind of thing." Doesn't really notice it till later on. And she puts the kids to bed, and she's kind of weirded out. And there's a statue there. And then she starts to realize the statue starts fucking moving. And the whole idea is that it's an escaped freak, a midget from the circus that's been living in the parents' attic. And he got caught. He was getting food or something while the babysitter just got there and was getting settled. So he froze and pretended to be a statue so he wouldn't get caught.
I do not remember that one. No.
That's like a legit one that some people would know. So yes, let's get into the black ambulance.
I don't know. He's such a cunt.
Yeah, I know. He didn't get to say it.
What?
I'll even skip me. Go ahead.
All
You
right,
clearly
no.
want to tell your favorite.
No, I want to
What's
hear
your
yours.
favorite?
What's my favorite urban legend? I don't know. They're all kind of ridiculous, aren't they?
That's the whole point.
Your dick passed the toilet paper test? Did I remember that?
The toilet paper tube test. Let's be clear.
Thank you, sir.
Do explain.
I did pass the toilet paper one.
There you go.
His ass.
Do explain the toilet paper tube test for the folks at home.
You stick your thing in the toilet paper. If it's too big to fit, you got a big one. I like Nelly. I think Nellie's
That's
one
not
of
an
my
urban
favorite.
legend. That's a cryptid
Nessie?
creature. It's technically kind
No,
of
Nelly.
What the hell's Nelly?
Because I call
Nelson
Nelly.
Mandela.
Oh.
Nelson
She's
Mandela
Nelly.
didn't die.
That is an urban legend.
I think my favorite's got to
Mandela
be
effect.
the headless boy from the forest.
That's your favorite.
Oh.
That
is a good one.
I do like just because you're fucked, right? Like he's following you forever.
You know, like the bathtub game, like your uncle played.
It wasn't my uncle; it was the babysitter.
Was it a girl?
I can't remember.
Brett, what is your favorite urban legend?
The Wendigo.
That's still a cryptid, but yeah, technically
It is. It's still a
It falls
urban
under the
legend.
umbrella.
It's
Yes.
an urban legend.
Still another legend. There's no evidence.
that you'll ever finish that cigar.
Shut up.
You'll get there. We got time.
Holy fuck!
I got an inch down.
Yeah. So
That's what she said.
Yeah. That's all she got.
Never to you.
So let's talk
I got an
about
inch down. We're halfway there.
the black ambulance. What do you think the black ambulance sounded like when it's going down the street?
Move,
I
bitch.
knew that was coming.
Move, bitch! Get out the way!
Why don't
Cash money, drugs.
ambulances play that song?
Ass and titties. Ass and
What's
titties.
that fucking Family Guy skit where it's like the gay ambulances? Like, you know what I'm talking about? It's like when they sound like in France or something. So fucking funny. So
That sounds like Family Guy.
this is, I think some of these are from Reddit because it says, I live in Romania. And as a kid, the most common legend was that of the black ambulance that would steal kids and harvest their organs, and that kids' bodies were found days later abandoned in a field with some money for their funeral. Now, this does...
We made like a mill off this. Here's 10,000.
I
hope that
have
covers.
heard true stories about stuff taking place like that. Especially in European countries is people getting gutted and their organs. The black market is like, when we talk about the dark web, we'll get into some of that stuff. But like the real black market, the stuff that actually exists, and they do want organs. They do kill people for the most disturbing thing. You know, child trafficking is fucked up. But the idea they breed. This is very true. They breed women to just have kids to be born into prostitution. For like the woman is just used, and some of them will actually. There is women that will do this that will get money for it.
What happens if it's a boy?
Same thing. There's preferences. You know, you got hot dogs or you got pizza. What's the other fucking terms that Hillary Clinton likes to use? But the idea is like, and that's why they talk about pizza a lot. I think pizza is a girl under like 12 or some shit like that. So disturbing shit. Yeah, fucked up shit. I would love to talk about Pizzagate one day. People think it's not real. I can guarantee that shit is fucking real. There is weird shit that goes on with child trafficking and children go missing all the time. But the idea there's women that are probably forced into it for sure. But the fact that there's women out there that get paid probably a good sum of money to have kids then that are raised to be prostitutes. Like there's a Moral Technique line where it's a whole song about death, and he was like, if you were born in a world of like prostitution, I'm gonna paraphrase or whatever, that the grave would be like a gift to you, because like you just want to get out of this fucking world, right? Being like that is fucking disturbing. So hope you enjoyed that.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
So the most common legend of the black ambulance that would steal kids for their organs, yes, and you'd find their body days later or whatever. In my town, our parents would never let us go to the cinema because there was a legend about a man who would put AIDS-infected needles on the seats. This is definitely a Reddit one, because this is the guy. That's where it ends. Because like, we weren't allowed to go to the movies because my parents kept telling us there was this weirdo and he just like left eating AIDS.
Sounds like Buddy's parents were broke as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, we can't go there. No, you're gonna get AIDS.
They're putting AIDS needles on the chair. We can't go in there.
Did you see their fucking prices, Mary? It charge like $14.
Tell them there's AIDS needles in the
See what it costs for popcorn?
We're just gonna tell me
Sorry,
that
can you
there's
pack
AIDS
one
with
minute?
They locked down on security. We can't even bring our own shit.
So fucked. So that's where it ends, but there is true stories about that. I'm sure if like
AIDS on seats?
no, well, they killed Eazy that way. We all know that.
Easy was gay.
No. The whole thing is like, how does his wife not have AIDS? How does kids not have AIDS? It's because they fucking stuck him with an AIDS needle, and then Suge Knight bragged about it. We talked about go back if everyone hasn't heard the Eazy-E episode, it's actually fairly good. It's the whole idea that Suge Knight was like on a Jimmy Kimmel, was like, you know how you get them kids nowadays, you don't use guns, you just fucking stick them with a fucking needle full of AIDS. I'm gonna smoke some crack on this episode. I'm fucking Joe Biden.
It really fucking looks like that.
Yeah.
It is weed.
Yeah.
That's some good crack, bro.
It's green crack.
I haven't hit a one hitter in a
You
while.
got that Heisenberg.
You got a lot left in there, dude.
It's so hot.
I forgot about that. You hit the one hitter, fucking hit your tongue. You're like, ow.
Throat. I love that fucking butane.
Tasty, isn't it?
It tastes like ash.
Let me know when you can upgrade to a man cigar.
No, I'm good. I just stopped smoking cigarettes. I'm trying to not do
The
that.
dog boy? The story is simple, but yet terrifying. Word around Arkansas
No.
was
Place where you smoke in your car with your babies.
we had a
That's accurate.
That you had with your cousin.
and the fans know this, and I told Brett this, that we had a whole like year of like making fun of Arkansas.
Dude, I couldn't stop. I
Couldn't stop
fucking
and bring it up. We did one episode about the Boggy Creek Monster. It's crazy. It has like fucking 6,000 views on YouTube, and it's not even a video, it's an audio. And it's like, people love the Boggy Creek Monster, but man, we got some hate. At least one guy. We told the story before, but
You know what my favorite part about all this is, and the one thing I realized is most people fucking love when you talk shit until it's about them. They're like, you fucking bigots! You assholes!
it's funny
Those
because
are our biggest fans until it's their turn.
so what happened?
We rip on everybody equally.
what happened was Billy joked about the Confederate flag. And he said, he was like, it's not hate, it's heritage. It's like saying wearing a swastika armband and being like, it's not hate, it's heritage. And then somebody was like, hey, I know black people that rep the Confederate flag. And
Those black people don't know what that did. They're very misinformed.
There's people that believe that they were right. There's always people in history that believe they were right? There's people that believe fucking the Big H was a good guy in the conspiracy world. So it's crazy that the people believe some of these propagandized bullshit.
Well, I get it too. And like back to
good.
the thing with the Confederate flag in general is like, yeah, okay, like that was your heritage, that was your pride, but you did some things. You can't just take all the good and just be like, yeah. We don't remember.
Everyone that doesn't realize that was Democrats that wanted to keep slavery, not Republicans.
That was true. That's true.
It was so fucking wild.
I'm just trying to fluff up my seat.
We
stuck Billy in the
baby chair.
Yeah.
He was. That's what happens when you're last.
Can my son
show.
get a high seat? He can't reach the table.
Add some more blue crayons. Please.
That's got crayons?
Please. I'm going to give you a tip of $1, you fucking Karen. So, the story is simple but terrifying. Word around Arkansas was that part werewolf, part man was wandering around the streets of Quitman. The town's name, Billy, is Quitman.
I love that, but what I love more is I got Brett watching my beer drinking and just giving me one before I ask. I love it.
So if he's a good host.
I'm just going to start going.
I'm still waiting for this guy to finish his tea.
What do you...
I don't have any left. I'm done after this.
I have beers. I have all of the necessities of the world on the board.
And I have to drive home, man, Philip.
I knew there was a female.
I'm what you call a party pooper. I poop at parties.
Clearly, I was wondering if that was over there.
Now, what do you think I'm drinking? This girly shit. I'm gonna go home after this.
I feel like it's manlier than what I'm drinking, but this shit's so good.
I mean,
What the fuck are you drinking?
Dylan's fucking gin is so good, man.
I mean, yeah.
This is what I'm getting for the wedding to drink.
Really?
It's
I'll
shit
have-
like this.
We're gonna be
I'll have
annihilated.
about 27 of those.
Yo, that'd give me the biggest fucking headache. That's so
Oh, hell
sugary.
yeah. It'd be worth
It is.
every second of it.
I'm gonna get lighter drinks. I don't know if I'm gonna go with this because I think you're right. That
I'm always right. What am I right about?
Chelsea went away,
I'm sure that's
fucking,
pretty wrong,
and Billy was supposed to come record, and I just was like, "Fuck, I'm just gonna get wasted." So I just got drunk off of Twisted Teas, but like the canned ones. And all of a sudden, halfway through, I was just starting to get drunk, and I had the craziest heartburn. I felt like I was dying. I had to lay on my
too much sugar, man.
I'd have lay on my floor, and it felt like the devil was stabbing my heart.
Yeah, me and Aaron, when we get out in the shop, we'll drink like 12 of those each.
Jesus.
Honestly, that's why I got into the
feel like
ultras
would be
and light
better.
beer. I'm like, I
sugar,
drink
though,
beer too
in the-
quickly.
You get the ones in the
I'm
beer
good.
store.
They're lighter and they go down very easily, but like, yeah, you're absolutely right. The sugar racks you in the morning.
The truth is
just
actually
more.
scarier. All right, we're talking about this in this wandering the streets of Quitman because everyone in this town was a quitter. I don't fucking know. I was trying to make it.
They all quit, man.
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
They all live on.
Sounds like a tough place.
We have no economy here. We're on welfare. The truth is actually scarier. In the 1950s, there was a boy named Gerald Beatus who was thought to torture stray animals. I hope he got Beatus by his dad. When he got older, he probably did get Beatus by his dad because he tortures animals. This is supposed to be debunked, but I still think it holds weight. Do you know the 3 traits of a serial killer? The 3 as a child.
Starting out being a Jew.
Tortures animals is one.
Yes.
Got hit in the head.
Yes.
And then I don't know.
Last one has to do with pee-pee.
Oh yeah, bedwetter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bedwetter got hit in the head. Tortures
guys, I
animals.
think I might be a serial killer.
That is the 3.
Why do you know all this?
I feel
Because
like
I fucking hang out with him too much.
yeah, that's true. So you think about this.
I probably spend more time with him than you now.
Listen, if you're
Good.
I know.
Do it.
If you're
See what you become.
He's your problem now.
if your kid just wet the bed, which normal kids do, I'm sure I fucking did.
To extensive ages.
But listen, yeah, to extent age, I was doing it until I was like 13, drunk. But
What? I was 25.
But he wet the bed.
So listen, but like,
the same year.
if you had stop smacking the table.
That's too fucking up the microphone.
That's too funny.
Dude, one thing not
Did
to
you
do.
actually wet the bed and get a girl pregnant in the same year?
I don't know. Listen to this. I've said this on the show. I did have a wet dream about fucking Shania Twain. I don't even find her attractive.
Oh, dude, same.
And I was old enough where I was drinking. Listen to this. I don't give a shit. I'll admit this shit. I thought I pissed myself. I thought I was so drunk or something that I pissed myself. And then I smelled that. I was like, that smells like cum. That's not fucking. That is not pee.
I think you find Shania Twain attractive.
It is.
What did you say you do?
Listen, you want to know
You had a dream about Shania Twain, and it was the most.
Do you want to know my true
ever
theory?
put.
Listen. I had a wet dream with Chelsea also, and that's the second time I was like, I thought we were also drinking.
You had a wet dream about your own wife?
It's because we were drinking
That's
and
huge, actually.
we were spooning, and my dick was like in her ass. Like,
Wow.
not in it, but
Wow.
like
Fucking way to spoon
between the cheeks, right? And I was like hard all night, and then I think it just happened. And then that's why I woke up. I was like, I thought I pissed the bed again. I was like, did I pee myself in the night? Was I that drunk? But my theory on the Shania Twain thing is
jerked you as a prank.
my theory on the Shania Twain thing is
This is gonna fuck him up.
listen to this.
You know, all it needs is a.
There is a theory, all right? There's a theory. I heard this on fucking Project Camelot. It's much like Coast to Coast, so who knows if this is true. But the idea is that reptilians will cast images in your mind of celebrities, and then when they'll fuck you in a spiritual, like a spiritual way, sometimes even physically, but they cast an image in your mind of you seeing something else, and then they take advantage of you. We've talked about this in the sexual alien encounter, and ghosts, because that could be reptilians. Yeah. But we did a sexual alien encounters episode where a lot of women believe they fucked aliens and believe this, but there's an idea that they cast images in your brain while they're raping you and either taking your eggs or your sperm. So somewhere out there is an alien baby that has my DNA.
My sperm is in space.
It's been a fun time. What's the next one?
So we're not done with Quitman. So
but we won't go there.
You had a what, sorry?
A dream about Margot Robbie.
So the reptilians raped you too.
Yeah.
R word.
I haven't been raped, sorry.
I don't think I have either. I think I'm good. I think I'm in the
I think the reptilians are like, we'll leave the Germans alone. Something happened. I kind of feel bad. We should probably leave alone. They've had their fill of being raped. It's fine.
They're probably like, no, they've been of enough service. We don't need
more of those. We don't have them live.
We respect those.
There's a theory that the Big H did have agreements with the gray aliens. He's like, yes, keep me on all that cocaine, all those drugs.
It's a methamphetamine to my sodas.
Fucking, anyone ever seen the video of him freaking out in the chair? Have you ever seen that? He's watching the Olympic Games or something like that, and he's like in the audience. They catch him and his Nazi buddies beside him, fucking looking at shit, whatever the fuck, like the race they're watching or whatever, the race. But like he's sitting there like fucking like Bill Gates in his fucking meeting when they caught him for fucking whatever he's doing, embezzlement or all that shady shit Bill Gates is doing. And he's just fucking sitting there rocking. I don't know if you've seen that video too, because that's also scary. But they think that he was on tons of drugs. They know this. The Nazis were so like everyone should look this up. It's hilarious, and he's like fucking freaking out like a little boy, like just that can't sit still. It's frightening looking.
That's weird.
Yeah, don't take drugs.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
All right, off topic.
Oh, the reptilians are in my brain.
Yes. Who knows? Maybe they got me. Maybe
you got some good voices. That's not bad either.
Right? Oh, you haven't seen nothing yet.
What do you got?
He's got Marge.
I want to hear Marge.
You want to hear Marge?
I want to hear Marge.
Perfect.
Lieutenant Homer, I'm drinking a beer and I'm fucking lazy as fuck.
Homie. He's got a drink. Jesus, I gotta have to edit it.
Homer, how come you don't like living in Springfield anymore?
I don't know, Marge. It's just not the same ever since Krusty the Clown left town.
Martha, Homer, you're being stupid. Now go upstairs.
That was really fucking good.
Why have you never shown me that?
That was really good. Oh my
Why
god.
did you never show me that? I've never heard
I
that
can
shit.
do all kinds of weird shit.
Did you ever do Joe off of Hey Peter?
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Hey, Peter. Me and Quagmire going down. Oh, that's more Sam Elliott. That's good. That's turning into a Dodge commercial.
That was Sam.
I gotta practice that one more.
Oh man, that's so fucking funny.
That's
What else
awesome.
gonna do? What else can I do?
That's pretty good. I want to know.
Well, we'll definitely we'll need that, especially on future episodes. I'll get you to read off shit in certain accents. That's fucking so fun.
Darkness is your ally.
Yeah, I love that one.
He's Batman. I'm Bane.
It's like retarded Batman.
I'm Batman with like I can't stop.
Stop laughing at me. I had too many crayons when I was a kid. I break you.
can't breathe.
See, it's Batman with a lisp, man. I'm
You know,
tired.
you can slaughter any British accent.
Absolutely, I love it. Yes.
You can Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
Why are we doing this? Now, you're letting your secrets go.
Precious. Servitors roar.
I like the way this episode's going. That's good. That's so good.
Wow, you did that pretty good.
Yeah.
It was really boring not having birthdays, eh?
Yeah. Now you know what I do all the time. Practice voice. I can do a chipmunk call.
Were you raised in like a fucking under staircase like
I was,
Harry Potter?
yeah, like Harry Potter.
Why don't you have birthdays?
Because I come from a religious background that doesn't celebrate any birthdays.
I didn't know Nazi was a religious background.
Now you do. They celebrate it all kinds.
Starts with a J.
Jews don't celebrate.
No,
No, it starts
think
with a
we're
J
getting
when they
that
come to your
one
front
Too
door.
fucking far with this shit.
you're way too
Jehovah's
far.
Witness?
Yeah,
You're Jehovah's
that's how I
Witness?
was raised. Yeah,
So you knock on doors?
used to.
You want to come work for me?
That's all Billy does.
We would like to come into your attic.
We want to sell you
We would
insulation.
like to inspect it for mold and people who view as less superior.
Well, this was off to a fucking great start. All right, let's keep going.
I edit that.
No, it's good.
I feel like it's necessary. This is bar conversation. This is what this was about, and us doing this. Other times of a recording like this, I'm sure we'll be a little more sober, so who fucking knows. But so, you know, the whole back to the serial killer shit, so I was going to make the joke when I was trying to fucking all this is shenanigans, is that like, imagine if your kid like wets the bed, right? Mm-hmm. And then he hits
He's
his head.
20.
No, he's
Well,
like,
you,
he's
like,
a kid,
bangs
he
his
hits his head, and then you're like, oh man. You're like, all night, you're like a mom worrying in your bed, like, please don't kill those squirrels. Because then it's like the final step, and you're like it's we talked about Jeffrey Dahmer and the fact that like his dad, we talked about like the show when we did a whole like 4-hour thing on it, and we're diving into the idea of like how like his dad went along with it. His dad was showing him how to do taxidermy, and then we're like, "Did you not think this might fuck up your kid?" They were getting animals off the side of the road, and his dad would take him in the shed and teach him how to
I still haven't seen the Dahmer series.
It's great. I love it.
Yeah, I
I
don't
jerk
know.
off to it like every Tuesday.
Oh. Why Tuesday?
It's the day. Tuesday's the day.
It's a good show. It is a good show.
Wednesday is hump day.
So supposedly when he got older, his behavior became crueler. To his parents and his father were found dead in 1981. The mother was then kept as a prisoner in the home until she was saved later and testified against him in court. The legend goes that his ghost still wanders around on all fours, looking like a hairy dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
That's Arkansas.
yeah. I want feral
Sorry,
people.
Arkansas.
I've been to Arkansas, personally. Went to a Walmart, and I can guarantee you, excluding me and my buddy, there was a full set of teeth, and the entire building had 50 people. One full set.
I feel bad. Now I feel like my jokes were real.
Oh, yeah.
I was just joking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were real.
There was a stretch of highway. We went for like 200 kilometers. Not a gas station in sight. No power lines going to these shanties in the middle of the forest.
Oh.
And like you'd see like parts of clothes on the side of the road, cell phones, and like you'd get out. We stopped to get out of the car to take a piss. It was hot, humid, and you just like you felt like something was
You
watching.
see this
all the
guy
time.
in
It's horrifying.
overalls with a fucking mutated
It's
skull,
not-
being like, "I got a cabin back here. You can stay at."
It's no, it's
Sounds like a good time.
I made a human centipede last week.
You want to see it?
You want to join me?
We were just talking about that fucking story. I'm so off topic. That joke
We
of
need the L5 disc.
We need an extra pair of legs.
I was editing the one episode and I was dying laughing. I was talking about the human centipede in the South Park skit where
Yeah.
he's like, "I won't do this to you." Can you?
Yeah.
No, but it's Arkansas. It'll be like,
I won't do this! No! Kyle! I will stay strong.
And then they give him food.
it's Japanese now.
Don't they
That's
give
what
him-
it was.
That's what it was.
That's what it was.
Don't they give him like something delicious?
He goes, I cannot resist! I'm
They put like chow mein or something underneath it. So funny.
Oh, it's so good!
So good.
Slide some egg rolls in.
So fucked. I thought this would get wild, but
I
here we
won't
are.
eat the gross parts.
It's so crazy. So, you want to talk about the liquor? Not,
What, like,
not the
I am-
liquor, Rand.
I am the liquor.
No, like liquor. Like what Trudeau
Oh,
does
the
when
lick.
the
Oh,
fucking sorry.
with children's
When they-
heads.
Yeah, did you see that weird shit he did? That reptile? Sorry, it's
Why? No. Just assume I've never seen
So
anything.
they
Did he
kicked
make
they-
love to a reptile?
No, listen, they kicked out the Speaker of House because he's the one that supposedly brought in the Nazi, which is hilarious because liberals like to
That's
call
hilarious.
everybody
That
a
is
Nazi.
fucking funny.
And then they all clapped for a real fucking live Nazi while calling truckers that were fighting for their freedom Nazis. So, but yeah, so they had to replace the House Speaker. So they brought in this new guy that is also connected to Trudeau and has all these different fucking scandals and shit like that.
brilliant.
And yeah, so he brought in one of his like buddies, and then when they got him on, like they this is why I don't like Pierre Poilievre or the system stuff like that. They both dragged him in. It's a tradition to like drag the speaker in house, and Pierre's laughing, and so are Trudeau. I'm like, it makes me see that these people are probably buddies.
What do you mean
Oh, yeah.
drag the speaker?
They
it's
they
a
take
tradition
him,
to.
they take him by the arm and they force him up, which is fucking weird to begin with. There's a video like they do this in Parliament. Every time there's a new speaker, they drag them up, which is fucking bizarre.
He's like, I don't want to.
I don't want to do this job. It's fucking whatever. I'm gonna get labeled. I'm a Nazi now. But like, they brought a black guy, so it's the first black speaker. So everyone like, yay, diversity.
Yeah, well, we gotta do that right after we bring a Nazi in.
100%. That's why they did it. But he's like in Trudeau's back pocket and probably the world account for him. But Trudeau went like he was like laughing at one thing when they brought him up. And he went like this, and like stuck a tongue out the speaker, like a flirty like, and he got like ripped apart on the internet.
Good.
Like he's showing, and people were like, "Oh, he's showing his lizard tongue." All these fucking reptiles. But he was like, if you look, everyone go look up this video. It is the creepiest thing I've seen him done, and he's done a lot.
He's done a lot of shit.
So the liquor, not the liquor brand. The story is creepy on many levels. While there's no particular origin or truthful tale behind it, the story gets told around campfires. Basically, a girl receives, I know this one, a dog as a gift. It would sleep with her each night. She would often put her hand down and feel the dog lick. Then one night, while her parents were away, she heard a dripping noise, and it went into the bathroom and turned off the tap. She went in the bathroom and turned off the tap. When she returned to bed, she felt her dog lick her hand. This happened several times until the girl investigated more and found the dog was hanging dead in the cupboard with a note reading, "Humans can lick too."
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
God.
I'd straight up get in my car and you'll never see me again. I'm
I'd
gone.
torch the house.
Done.
Man.
Gone.
That is like a legit one that
I live in Australia now.
there was
Other side of
I don't know what the poison things are.
Fuck that.
I'll deal with spiders the size of a dinner plate over that.
Isn't that fucking scary? There used to be this TV show on YTV. It's called Freaky Stories.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you saw that.
And they would do urban legends and stuff like that, right? And I'm pretty sure they would do some of the obscure ones too, of like the bug beds inside the bed. And I don't know.
That might be where I heard that one from.
Yeah.
Is that exactly
true? Because it's not too inappropriate, but that's fucking
Well,
scary.
they don't show the dog.
Yeah.
Get away. It's like the dog.
They just show. They
just
take
a
out the
note.
dog.
That's
tell
it.
you-
They
they
just
just
get
tell
rid of
you
the
what
dog.
happened.
They're just like humans can lick too, and it's
Yeah.
like that's weird.
I think the dogs take it out, but
The dog ran away or something.
Ow, I'm getting old. Just got a wicked cramp.
I'm the oldest
Fucking
in this
rookie.
room. I'm almost 40, Billy.
What?
You're almost 40.
Oh, we
Damn
have.
close.
Listen, I used to always say I'm almost 30. Shut the fuck up because he's so much younger than me. Well, 4 years. You just roll your eyes at me. He's your age. Because what? You're 27.
28.
I'll be 28 in December.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% my birthday
Probably
just passed.
you
I
probably
know you
forgot.
Wait,
that's
when's your
true.
birthday?
It was
Hey, I got you a fucking mug,
17th?
you piece of shit,
September.
and
Yeah,
beer.
it just passed.
Same.
And beer.
Exactly
Did you
10
say
days.
Same.
Mine is exactly 10 days after yours.
27?
27th.
Oh, fucking Virgos. You can't trust them.
Okay, you're 3. I thought we were
Libras, you fuck.
Oh, gross. Even worse.
Fuck you, you're
Hey.
jealous.
I'm born December 23rd. When am I?
Faggot.
Cunt.
No,
I was on the same boat as you.
what's my sign? I don't know that shit.
What? What was your birthday?
December 23rd.
I don't know.
in the-
Fucking Cancer, maybe?
25th?
23rd.
Oh, I was gonna be like, man, you Jesus?
I am Jesus.
Weren't you born in July though? Come on.
I'm the Jesus of July.
You're 2 days before Christmas, and you don't even get to celebrate either.
I think that's why my parents.
They're like, actually, by the way, we're actually Jehovah's
Yeah,
Witnesses.
we're doing that. We
ain't doing
this
we
shit.
buying two
Either.
sets of presents.
Okay, say you did celebrate it. Realistically, in a fucking any other kid's world, they would have just got the same amount of gifts, which would suck, right? Because the whole
Probably
idea is
would've,
like
yeah.
you get 2 different days. My dad is very.
I think
in December,
my
and he was
parents
always
were.
like,
I think my
"Here's
parents
something
were on the
small."
ball though. I think they were like, okay, it's either you get one set of presents.
Yeah.
Or you get none at all. When you could have had 2. But we're poor, so you get none.
You get nothing. You can save so much money.
Wait, you're telling me that we could celebrate your birthday for the first time?
Yeah.
Oh, we should do that.
We should. We should.
Time to go against all religion. Let's do it.
I don't want to celebrate my birthday.
Oh, we're fucking doing it. I'm down
Get it.
now.
Yeah.
I'm down. We're so fucking this
Get
up.
Watch me blow out the candles.
I'll send the fucking
Yeah, we
video
have
to
to do
your
that.
parents.
Take Moose Winooski's with the fucking.
Sorry, dude, I'll send the telegram to your
No,
parents.
we gotta get like the perfect present. It's red, it's got the gold trim on it, the perfect little bow.
Yes.
He opens it, it's a tiny little dog or a
You
ferret or
have to
something
dress
like
in
that.
pajamas
I want
with feeding
There's
pajamas.
a handful of cash. Like, this is what I wanted. That's what I need.
a penguin onesie.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
We'll buy you 29 gifts, and from the morning on,
Why
we'll
don't
just
you
be
just-
like, this was birthday 1.
Here, I
That
have
fucking
a birthday, I have a
would be
birthday
so
present
high.
for you guys if you want. Chip in, buy me a new car.
I can't fucking afford
No.
that shit. I
You're
pay
not
for
getting
a
that.
wedding.
Okay.
It's my first birthday present, asshole.
What do you want?
You're getting a fucking soother.
Hey, I'm
Give me
actually trying to help
give me
here.
a Civic Type R.
Civic Type R.
They're good on
If it was
gas.
less gay, I would probably agree to this.
You know why I drive Civics?
Because
you're-
hold on, you didn't let me answer.
Because you're civil
Because-
disobedience.
Almost.
Hey.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they're trying to outlaw gas vehicles, so I
Yeah,
just
it's
get
true.
one that's really
Let's sit in a
good.
fucking radiated box the rest of our lives that can turn off on a day. Let's talk about something. I'm gonna do something a little special. I'm gonna cut a little part out
Why'd you
because we
stare at
do
me?
have the clown statue. Bottom line, clowns are creepy, and this legend doesn't help. The story goes that a babysitter of a wealthy family was told to watch TV in a specific room after the children went to sleep. How the fuck? Did they have more than one in TV growing up? Hey, huh? They're like, go in that TV room, not this TV room.
You had more than one TV.
Well, that's where this chick is. I had a bulb TV. You know, those like bubble ones.
yeah.
No, I remember
tube TV.
I remember when somebody had the flat screen, the first one, the box one. I was like, wow,
It's like the size of a fridge.
it's fucking huge.
When
man.
I was fucking, why do I gotta swear every time I
Why
talk?
do you?
I don't know.
I was
anyways.
fucking.
Anyways,
this is an all ages podcast.
I was like, yeah,
You'll
okay.
never be able to.
Anyways, I was like 6 or 7. My uncle owned a bar. He had this flat screen, man. When I was like 6 or 7, so what is that? 2001. He had I think it was like a 60-inch flat screen TV. The back of that must have weighed like 400 goddamn pounds.
yeah.
It was huge.
If that bitch fell on you,
Yeah.
you're just gone.
Remember, I think it took my dad, my 2 and my 3 uncles to all move that thing in. Like everyone took a corner.
Got those big fat like butterbean looking fucking dudes that like are carrying on their back with straps.
Yeah.
The Atlas Stone guys.
Yeah, that's funny. So, she was told to watch TV in a specific room. While there, she got creeped out by a clown statue and called the parents to ask if she could move rooms. They instructed her to grab the keys and leave the house and call the police. Why? Well,
that statue wasn't theirs.
The kids have been complaining of a clown watching them in the middle of the night. And the parents thought it was just nightmares. It turned out it was a little person dressed as a clown stalking them. Good news.
There's another one?
There's no proof.
2 stories like this.
Of the stories.
There's a clan of
This is the second midget person in a house stalking
Can't
somebody.
say that. People, a legit little person got offended by what we said on the. It's someone that likes my political stuff and comments on all these stories. Like, yeah, he's an evil. Talking about Trudeau, all the things I post against the government, and it's like they always send stuff like he's evil, yeah, terrible person, and then. I posted from a story of me and Billy on fucking St. Patty's Day talking about leprechauns. And Billy, we were like, midget was just so specific. He's like, and I was like, yeah. And I was like, if I'm looking up porn, and she got mad at Billy, not me. I was like, if you're looking up porn, I was like, I'm not looking up fucking dwarf porn or little people porn.
I'm like, little people porn sounds like other shit. The feds are gonna raid you down, man.
Yeah, the FBI knocking on your door. And then she was like, I feel like more offensive stuff by being like, when I look up porn, I'll look up little people porn, I look up midget porn, not dwarf porn or whatever, right? And then she got mad at Billy for what he said, and then said, I didn't find what your buddy said's funny. Your buddy's not funny. Like, well, fuck, man. That's what we're doing.
That's fair. Join the rest of the people.
There's 3 more of us. I actually, it's funny. I've never seen a little person until this year.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that fucking crazy?
The first time you seen a little?
This year was the first time.
Oh, those people didn't come and play basketball for you at the school. You don't remember that?
Yes, I do. That's why
It was the little basketball team. You actually don't remember that?
Forget my story for a second. You had
Yes, we
a
did.
bunch of.
It was the Globetrotter little people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they showed up and played fucking basketball. Yeah, no, that's real.
They did tricks.
The Grey Niners.
Everyone stopped slapping the bar table.
And then they did the whole thing when they grabbed like the biggest, tallest guy or teacher in the class, and they're like, "Come sit down next to me." And they sat down. They're the same height
No fuck.
because their torso is like the same height as
that's
a
right.
full-grown body, and they're like,
Like
"Look,
shorter legs.
like we're the same size."
Oh, you
But anyway,
guys
Stand up, and
anyway.
there's like, "Yeah,
The first time I ever saw a little person.
Holy shit! What is that? Am I in fucking Lord of the Rings?
I just don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
They're real. Sorry.
But anyway, I knew they were real, obviously, but I never actually seen one in real life. And I left the grocery store grabbing lunch the one day. I go outside, and the little person is sitting on the curb, facing away from me, smoking a cigarette.
No frills.
No, independent.
Oh.
I thought for a split second it was a child smoking a cigarette, and I was like, oh shit.
That's fucking. But you still have movies and shit, right? Seen
Yeah,
that,
no,
these
like
people.
I split
Jesus.
second. It didn't click right away.
Nothing's in.
Hey,
vain.
I will be honest.
There's
When I
nothing
said
vain.
I
It's
looked
just funny
up
jokes.
midget porn, I fucking definitely have. I am one of many men that would say if I had the opportunity and I was single and she was a good-looking little person, I'd fuck the shit out of her. She's legal age, it's fine. I'm not that tall, so I feel like I'm a giant.
See, I'm
What are you talking about? The average height for you.
Yes, thank you. That's what I
So it's like, yes,
Thank you for making fun of Tom that he's somewhat average male height.
4'2" is not average male height.
I am not a leprechaun, okay? I'd be way
Listen, being tall is overrated anyway. We hit our head on everything.
except a fucking relation.
Except for
Ouch! That was fucking brutal.
Oh, that was a knife. That was rude as well.
Can't hit your head on a girl's house's door.
Yeah.
Can't fucking up laughing still at this fucking conversation. And I've said,
How dare you rip on my stuff?
that's fucking always that blew my mind that he never saw a fucking little person.
Well, I knew of them. I knew what they looked like. But I've never seen one in person.
We knew some. My buddy's brothers. One of his friends. He hung out with all these dirtbag kids, right? And they got us into punk music and shit. And they had a friend. They called his name was Midget, and they all called him Midget. And it was just dude. He smoked weed. He sold weed. He was one of those older and he liked being called that.
Really?
So
it's weird too. It's it's a different manner.
Bridget the
it's
Midget
every single person. Obviously, you can't walk into a black guy and be like, "Sup, Blackie." You can't say it. But if somebody said it to me and they're like, "Sup, Whitey," I'd be like, "Yo, dude, what's going on?" I'd immediately
and we're like, "What's going on, Fritz?"
Hey, what's up, bud? There's not much you can say to me in general.
Going back to Tom's statement there, if I was ever to find hypothetically a woman that was a little person, and that it would look like the one scene from Thunderdome when he's riding around. He's just a boy. Leave him alone.
It's just Brett running around the living room.
It's Master Blaster.
Yeah, literally.
So the vanishing hitchhiker. Part sweet, part scary. The tale of the vanishing hitchhiker has been told for years. Two boys are driving to a school dance. They encounter a young girl on the side of the road hitchhiking. She asks for a ride and a blowjob. What? She asked for a ride home.
She asked for a blowjob.
This took place recently. She asked for a blowjob. Welcome to 2023.
So she asked for a ride home, and they invited her to the dance. One of the boys lends her a coat, and because she's cold.
Aww.
She then asked. This all went downhill when I fucking got stoned. She then asked if they could return to the house the next morning, if she could. I guess the girl's mother greeted them and explained her. The boys were like, okay, sorry, I fucked that up. They drove her to the dance. They had a lovely time. They asked if they could see her again. They show up into the house. The mom greets them and explains her daughter had died on the corner where they picked up her 12 days earlier.
Mm.
Sure enough, the coat was found in the cemetery where she was buried, draped over a gravestone.
Oh.
Oh, that just sounds
that just got real sad.
That just sounds like a shitty day.
Sad?
Yeah, that's sad. That's very sad.
The typical Tuesday for the Sawyer over here.
That's fair.
Constantly getting draped over tombstones and left and beaten and forgotten.
Draped over tombstones.
Would you fuck in a gravestone, or is that blasphemy?
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, that's fair. That's the same.
Me and him played a Ouija board and stepped on the grave while fucking playing a Ouija board.
That's also disrespectful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't say that wasn't. I just said we did it.
So I'm sad I fucked up that story, but it's sad. She had a coat. She left it. The boys thought they had it, but the coat was gone.
I thought we were doing urban legends, not tragedies. That just made
every urban legend is a tragedy.
What's the Watson murders or whatever?
Oh yeah.
Motherfucker's and then he stuffed them in a tube. Dead. Gone.
You know what?
Slit her throat. Dead.
Wait.
His own child. 2 years old. And I'm like, this is a fun time over here, Tom.
It's so funny. So we did Chris Watts, I'll say this quickly, was a family.
Fucking horrible,
they called them, you know what they called them? Family annihilators. That's what they called him. So he annihilated his family. He killed his fucking wife and his 2 young daughters because of pussy. Because another girl wanted him and didn't want him to have a wife or kids. So in his psychotic, fucked up mind, he was like, and people were talking about this recently, where it's like, it's not that he even he didn't even value them. It wasn't something, it was a means of gain, where it's just like, okay, if they're a problem, and if I get rid of that problem,
it's not like you can just leave.
And then
seems like the other option.
To kill them.
So he fucking kills them and acts like they're missing. And then you obviously and then you put them in barrels. Like a big, huge, like tank thing.
Dumped her down a garbage chute, basically, at a fucking
Like a plant.
It was
or something.
gross. Anyways, no, I just want to tell you this shit. He tells me.
That's great.
I want to talk about the residential schools, like especially ones.
No,
in
I don't
Brantford.
want to with
And
you.
I'm like, it's gonna be sad.
I don't know if I want to talk about that either.
Do you
You know
know
they
there's
used
like
to.
cat litter boxes? No.
I like making fun
We
of
just
shit.
talked-
We just talked about that actually the other day.
That's not gonna come out until after this, but yes, me and Billy were supposed to do this episode about this clown creature, and it got way off the rails. Talking about
letterboxes in schools.
Oh, we can talk about that if you want.
I'd use it.
I
heard that was an
I'd
urban
so use
legend,
it.
though.
I'd use it.
I'd use it.
I called them out and Googled it, and the amount of shit that came up was unbelievable.
Quebec.
Like it just started just Google cat litter boxes in schools, and you go.
Is it
On
just for
your
the furries?
It's from people that believe they're fucking
Yeah.
animals.
Okay, hold on. What exactly leads people to be furries? Is it from watching Japanese hentai?
No,
or
listen,
what is it?
The idea is
How the
because
fuck should we know?
If you're a furry,
you want to
let
know?
us-
Do you want to know
Yeah,
why?
let us know in the
Jump in the
comments.
comments.
Me and Billy did an episode about strange fetishes. So I had to research this stuff. So the idea that where it comes from, a lot of people's sexual fetishes come from when they're children. So if you were like a kid, you like humped your fucking stuffed animal, you eventually find attraction at even when you're older.
Yeah.
So if you like, I don't know, if you had an attraction with an older woman, something very simple, when you were a kid, it might develop into your or when you're older. So anything. So if you
I
had
started with the Sears catalog.
yeah, we all did. We all did that. Every like me and Billy talked about this on the show, and then you said it at
them
work, and I
pages
was
got
like,
stuck.
You never opened
Yeah.
it again.
Why is this even a book? Like, this is solid.
The whole bikini section is glued shut.
Even the jeans.
the jeans, the
What?
tight
The fucking
boxers.
socks now?
The winter coats are fucking dripping.
The
Not very waterproof, are
I
they?
can't get into the washing machine section. Who's jerking off to this?
It got weird.
It always does.
Look up.
Wait, hold on. Before we continue, hold on. Hold on.
Wait,
What about like kids like when they used to watch Disney and you see the princesses and they
Oh
become
no, there's people.
Oh yeah,
like
you gotta want to fuck a
Man,
princess.
cartoon porn's like a huge thing.
no, not cartoon porn. I mean like just the fact of like. Do you think
Oh.
ethnicities have something to do with like a certain attraction?
So, what do you mean?
Dude, Queen Elizabeth was fucking hot. If that's what you're asking.
No, it's Betty White, man.
Billy loves that lizard tongue fucking going down to his fucking taint. Licks his fucking gooch and he's like, oh yeah. There you go, fucking lady.
You tell me
lizard.
you wouldn't like that.
oh man, Betty White was fucking gorgeous.
Was she actually?
She was a
She was
rocket.
actually really hot back in the day.
Oh yeah, she had the longest.
Wait, okay, would you...
I want to see what Betty White looked like.
would you fuck her? Listen to this. Would you fuck her, when she was like 80 or 90, but you're in a VR headset,
Oh.
so you see her the exact same way she was when she was younger.
No, I wouldn't because it doesn't feel the same. It's like that's not what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Very firm. I'm like, I'm grabbing here, but it's actually here.
Whoa!
Stretches. So fucked up. Yeah, so yeah, you could.
I'm making a braid.
That's why. Like, the thing about this stuff, the fact that kids have so they have vast access to the internet. Like I grew up when it just kind of blew up, and I could be like, oh, I can type in boo.
No, but that's the thing. You got to go downstairs on a family
Yeah,
computer. Anybody
yes.
can walk in on you at any time. You weren't searching fucking shit, and if you were, you knew no one was home.
You ever?
And like you're fucking like constantly.
history. Why is all history gone from last week?
Yeah, 100%.
Remember the old the handheld video game, the PSP?
Yeah.
So I had an internet browser.
I use the Wii.
Billy's like trying to fucking play like tennis at the same time, so nobody notices.
It didn't load videos so well, but Google Images did just fine.
Really?
Yeah.
I never had the PS. That's the one fucking
yeah.
device I didn't get.
It's sad,
Yeah,
and
that
I don't
one.
care about saying. I've already said on the show, so it's fucking too late. But like one of the first things I ever came to, and it's fucking embarrassing, was Madonna, because Madonna used to like pose nude all the time. And she's disgusting now. She's like a lizard
she's
creature.
weird looking.
But it was like when she was
There it is
younger,
again.
and it was like beep, boop, And it was like just like a nipple, and I was like, all right, we're getting there, dude. It took so long, and I was like, all anticipating for it. And I was like, wow, the first time I came was to.
I think just the buildup of that, it's loading.
Especially as a kid. So I'm not gonna do it. I was like.
I want to set him up with Alex.
Who's Alex?
No,
my guy friend. Not like that, not that way. But you guys act the same fucking way.
I'll take anything.
Yeah.
Are you assuming that Sawyer plays for their team here?
Most people do. It's funny as hell.
That's fair.
I fucking.
That's fair.
The way you talk,
No. And people are like, is that dude gay? I think it's just my mannerism.
Because you can joke and be funny.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, apparently.
I gotta ask Billy the same thing. I
homosexual.
always come to the conclusion. When you first met Sawyer, just his general aura, when you first meet him, did you think he was a douchebag?
No, I thought he was my best fucking friend because he acted just like Alex. I was like, we're gonna hang out.
Most people, when they meet me, they either assume that guy's a douche or he's like fucking wiggy.
Oh, 100%.
No, it's funny because I thought.
I vibed with you immediately.
When Brett was like, you definitely have like, and who knows if this reflects your dating life or some shit. But
It's garbage.
you have the asshole kind of face look to you.
Yeah.
But as soon as we started talking music, I was like, oh, okay, you like hip hop and old school shit and
100%.
like underground rap, and I was like, okay, this is easy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So first
when I first met him, I was like, kind of reminds me of like a douchey Owen Wilson. I was like,
All right.
and then I was like,
paint this picture.
Fair.
Wow.
and then I kind of like started like warming up. I was like, oh, he's nothing what I anticipated. Like he's actually pretty cool. I like him.
Yeah.
But like
That's
first
even-
impression, I was like, this guy's a fucking.
This guy's an ass.
You act just like Alex. I'm going to see, if you want to come over tomorrow, by the way. Fucking Alex is coming.
Yeah, I got fucking so much shit to do for the wedding, bro.
Fuck your wedding.
You're gonna be there.
That shit can wait.
Oh, best part is he's coming to the wedding.
Me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
My
yours
plus one.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm his
Fucking
dad.
Your table is
I've
definitely.
told
I
him.
was like,
It's me and my girlfriend.
Oh my
That should
God.
be fun.
I
cool.
said,
We're gonna
I said
cool.
your table is gonna be by far the loudest.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh shit. I'm
So
the single guy at the table.
you've met Christian. You've both met Christian. He's gonna be there. I don't know if he's gonna.
Who's
bring-
at our table other than us three? And Robin.
Chelsea's. This is why it's gonna be like Chelsea's friend. That she knew when she was working in like daycare and stuff like
Can
that.
I talk to Chelsea's friend like I talked to these two?
She's cool like that. She'll just
Well,
say
she fucking better be. She doesn't have much of a choice.
She doesn't
She's
because
at the
Christian's
table.
gonna sit there quietly and laugh at you guys most likely, and then fucking all three of you are gonna be going up. I can just be like looking over your table, be like, so I know it's funny. We get the I guess for the fans to know now because it's kind of like a rant episode a bit. We get like instead of doing like we're gonna do like a table. Most people do like a bridal table or whatever the fuck they call it, where you have like the bride and the grooms and stuff. We get our own fucking table. It's just gonna be us. And I even thought about it, I was like, man, it's gonna be so weird being the center of attention for like 100 people.
I'm just gonna stare at you. Just all of us. Just
The three of us aren't gonna be saying shit. We're just gonna be sitting there.
We're just gonna be like fucking like.
I hope they kiss.
With lots of tongue.
And it's gonna be it's so stupid. We'll be able to be like, ding, 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 and we have to fucking kiss. It's like we've done this for like 14 years or whatever fucking long we've been.
Just bang on the table.
Level it up.
Yeah.
Fucking show this wedding what a wedding means.
So
it's
most
gonna be
people,
fun.
We fuck on the tables in front of people at our wedding.
They're the best thing. It can be all covered too. You just lift the dress up and be like, look at everyone like, I'm a fucking man.
and if you
We're
all,
doing it.
if you all look under your chairs, you all have a bottle of barbecue sauce. You're gonna come up and dump it on us while we're doing it.
I thought you were gonna say everyone on the table has an orgasm egg for each of their girlfriends, and then it's like you and Sawyer looking at each other like,
Just
who's
all
putting up their ass?
Rock, paper, scissors.
No, you just
Can
give
you
us
go buy an
flashlights.
orgasm egg and put it under the chair, please?
It'd be so funny. Like, what the fuck is that?
We got a special surprise for you two.
I wonder if there's a device you can buy.
Okay, if I gotta
that makes people orgasm.
listen as a joke.
Put that under the bottom
listen
of the
as a
chair.
joke. We're
Just hit
gonna
the button and watch everybody.
I need to change.
we're gonna be doing like obviously slow dances. You guys have to at least do jokingly one. I think it'd be so fun. Just like, and then
Who takes the lead?
Whose hips are getting touched? That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
You guys are the only person not.
Hey, who's taller?
Christian might be.
He is.
All right, well, he's the lead, it sounds like.
Oh yeah, I invited, so I guess I'm taking the lead.
Yep.
Well, why don't I just wear my dress and heels?
He's your date.
Look up. It is a university urban legend here in the Philippines.
Uh-oh.
There was a female college
Here.
student, because these are Reddit stories.
Oh, we're here in the Philippines.
Yes, this is from someone who's from that.
Not the UK.
place.
We're all Filipino,
we're in the
actually.
Yeah, there was a female college student that went into the female restroom and found a grown man with his dick out. Okay, that's not what it says, but there was a female college student that went into the female's restroom. In the cubicle, she could hear a female voice. The voice is saying something
That what
Latin.
Stahl's called
It's
the
saying
cubicle?
something Latin. I don't remember the exact words what this guy's saying. Something Latin.
It's going, "Hi, Poppy."
Is that Latin? Because Latin is like a dead
No,
language.
Latin is something else. Yeah, you're right. I was.
It-
I don't know, fucking, it's like people calling it fucking.
That sounded like you were choking on a chicken bone.
You know, people speak Latin when they're under fucking, getting exercised. Like, not what you do.
What the fuck are we talking about right now?
I don't know of any exercise that involves.
They speak Latin. They speak in tongues. You're religious people know this.
Wow, that's just default.
Yeah, all right.
Have you ever been there, Sawyer, when someone was like fucking possessed by Jesus?
No,
I'm glad.
no one's ever been there because that doesn't happen.
Maybe.
Jesus doesn't possess people. I don't know where people get this from.
Maybe sometimes.
Jesus isn't known for possessing people.
No, he's never.
What is that? The evangelical churches that do that whole like?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Where it's like
yeah,
the
that's
power
all-
of Christ compels the
That's
exorcist.
all.
But
That's
like,
all nonsense.
this is Jesus' touch, and then he's like, oh,
Yeah, and they look like they have like a demon coming out of them, and they're all.
so strange.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
that's
they're like,
weird. I've
I'm
never seen
blessing of
anything
your
like that.
sins. And
Yeah, they like throwing water on.
Billy, you remember church, don't you?
Yeah, I grew up in church for years. I
You loved it,
I
right?
chose that at the time. I thought weed was more important, and I stopped going.
I think it was
True
created for a
story.
reason. So
I love the fucking values, man. I loved it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I keep saying if I'm gonna, when I have kids, I'm gonna definitely go back to church. 100%.
Yeah.
Are you
Purely
fucking
for the
serious?
values. 100%.
Really?
it gives you
I
a lot
fucking
of
loved
a lot of really good values.
100%.
I
That
would do
makes you
that.
just a wonder. Like
Because
that,
you
that
fucking
culture
read-
is so fucking wholesome.
Yeah, you just
I love that
it
shit.
teaches you to care about other people.
Yeah, but
Which-
Which is severely lacking in the world.
100%.
As you might think, I might not. I really do.
I think moral and ethics are important, but I do think you can teach your kids that under
Sure.
your own religion.
You can, but if you have like the compelling theory of like, if you don't listen, you're going to a fiery pit of hell.
But the hell doesn't exist.
It's pretty compelling. It's
good.
It's pretty compelling. All his kids are gonna die in a year. He doesn't vaccinate them.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
They'll be fine.
Really?
Unlike your kids. Your kids will come out with fucking one
They
arm.
got polio.
Polio doesn't exist.
I'm just joking.
You vax your kids, or no, you don't vax your kids. You vax yours.
Let's
And see
test.
who lives longer.
Let's see.
Or like what sort of?
I can have my kids like 40 years after him. I'll have it at 90.
They're gonna come out with autism
I'll be
anyway.
like, I bet mine outlives yours.
Billy have kids at 40 and they'll come out autistic. Because
You gotta at
the
least give them
woman
tetanus.
scribbles to death.
That one's a fact. Tetanus is a concrete fact. Other than that, go wild. Hold out as much as you want.
Who knows? I'm sure people know my thoughts on this show, but there was a point I was gonna make, but Billy made me forget Latin. Religion. I'm just surprised you would bring your kids back to church, actually. Because
Yeah, no, 100%.
I do think,
I love that
I do
culture.
think you can teach your kids with moral and ethics.
100%.
Not under a
Guess who
under
gets learned
religious
from the most? Not you. Promise that.
Learn from the most.
It's not you. It's their peers.
Yeah,
And I don't
Their
want their
cell
peers
phone.
to be school
That's
kids.
why you homeschool your kid, and then you're their only friend.
That means someone's got to stay home from work, though. Like that's just not an option.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore in this
can't do
economy.
that.
That's
It's
a
an
correction.
option for you because you're filthy rich. Shut up.
I'm gonna let Brett watch my kids.
Yeah.
Just come back
I would not let Brett fucking speak to my children.
We would go 4 million, and I would give them ice cream. And like, all right, here, have them back.
Come back in a full fucking body cast. Be like, he slipped.
They'd come back.
Put some dirt on it, you fucking pussy.
They would come back in a full body cast with every new racial slur ever known to man.
Smoking
God, my
cigars.
fucking arms is
Smoking the cigars. like the baby off of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Robert Ratchet. That fucking goddamn Kush fucked my brain up, man.
It became a rant episode. We're over it.
So no, we have to finish this. Obviously, the female student was frightened and hurried back because she heard this person in the stall speaking in Latin. She then asked her professor what the meaning of the word was from what she heard in the restroom, and the professor said it means look up, look up. So as she's hearing all this commotion and all these Spanish words, and who knows if this woman was also frightened or doing it. And then if she would have looked up, there was probably somebody or this woman looking over her. Because she was speaking in all sorts of crazy tongues, and then it means look up. So she's taking a poop, and she's like, not like just scared. And then she didn't realize that there was someone watching her pee the whole time or poop.
She could have been pooping?
Dun, dun, dun.
Somebody.
Oh, you don't get your soundboard.
No, I can't do it here. It sucks.
That's bonus.
It's too
Do your best impression of Latin.
Of Latin?
Yeah.
I've never even heard Latin.
Yeah, can you give me like some sort of baseline to go off of? What's something in Latin?
okay.
Give me a baseline.
Da Vinci.
Wow, that's intense.
That's Italian.
Yeah, like what?
Where's
I
that?
can't hear Latin in my head right now.
Me either.
If I had to make it up on the spot, I'm good at making up languages. This is the best part.
Okay.
Dantes ile macarones ilo mante.
Okay, that sounds kind of like Latin. Spanish. But that's just
Spanish.
Spanish.
Yeah,
It sounds Spanish, but that's my best.
Ay, que rico chingadera, mami.
Ah, my burrito.
The big burrito.
El grande burrito.
There wasn't. There wasn't.
Quesada, Capri.
Kevin Hart. Chicken! What room are you in? I don't know. House with a cross.
I can't read the letters. It's a house with a square box next to it.
What stand up is this?
This is
Count already goes.
So he's on vacation with a bunch of his buddies out in like Tokyo or something, and they've been like eating sushi all week. He doesn't do like Japanese food. He doesn't like it, so he just wasn't eating. Right?
I don't
and
remember
he's telling the story.
Stand-up.
Oh yeah, he's great. But he's telling the story about how he's in the hotel room just like dying of hunger, and somebody like rings the room service or whatever, and somebody answers in English, and he's like, "Chicken, please, chicken."
What room are you in? I don't know.
That's fucking. Can we get this? So there's Oh, wait till Brett's done. Fucking.
Wait till he's done igniting his sausage.
Sausage.
I'm sorry. It requires a lot of heat. It's a bit of a unit.
3.5-inch tobacco sausage.
Well, this is going according to plan.
What the fuck do you think would happen?
I knew this. There's an urban legend in Venezuela surrounding. I'm not gonna El Sibon, the Whistler, a figure known in the wet plains and the prairies in this region called Laos. The Whistler is usually described as very an emaciated man dressed in cowboy rags with a white brimmed hat that hides his skeleton face. He roams around the countryside in patches of bushes at night. So he hides in bushes.
Ghost Rider, but for trees.
Yes. His shoulders are drooping, and his gaze cast downward.
Don't die.
He roams the countryside, and he carries a heavy bag full of bones and half-decomposed remains over his back. True to his name, the entire continuous whistler, he whistles at a high chord, and this is the progression: C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C.
You're whistling on an inhale.
I can't. There's an outhale.
I can't do that.
That's my outhale.
It sounds like my ringtone. That's what you sounded like.
Oh yeah, I know.
How do you have the?
I told Billy about this.
See, you basically said his exact. Can you say the notes he's hitting again?
C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C.
He literally. Okay, he's.
That's WAP. No.
That's nothing. He's singing in no song ever. That is literally every fucking note almost. That is just like you just learned how to play every chord on the guitar and you just started nailing them all.
He is a ghost that carries bones on his back and he's also made of bones.
And whistles every Brian
Wait, how can he whistle when he's made of bones and has no lips?
I don't fucking know! I don't know why any of this shit is
it's the fucking wind.
It's the wind through his bones, man. It whistles off his bones.
He's like a walking organ.
He's got a dick bone and it's got a hole carved in it.
His dick's a flute.
Y'all been fruits playing dick trumpets and skin flutes.
I wish somebody would recognize my whistling talents like that, because every time I look at someone, I go. They go. Like, nobody ever says F sharp C minor. They go,
oh, he appears to be catcalling in the key of E.
Thank you for appreciating how much effort I put into this.
Most exquisite musicality, I must say.
That goes in higher in tune with every note. He is also unnaturally tall and strong, with some accounts described him as towering over 6 meters, almost 20 feet in height. His origin is not clear, with some tales casting him as maybe like a parasite. He is rumored to prey on lone travelers, especially drunk or unfaithful men. Legend has it his ominous whistle is suddenly heard very loud and close, until the source cannot be pinpointed. Contrary to logic, when the sound lowers and appears more distant, the whistler is very near. He kills either by strangling or blunt force trauma. That's nice. He devours his victims, and then he throws the bones in his bag. He can be seen occasionally wading over the high whales. I don't know what the fuck that is. Some place in fucking Venezuela. I'm not going to pronounce it. Hakadini does?
Hakasindinias?
Hakasindinias? I guess that sounds fucking...
That's pretty close. That sounds right.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, no one knows it's not going to be me pronouncing anything.
Forgive our southwestern Ontario vocabulary.
So, yeah, well...
Pretty close.
It's typical.
It's close enough.
You want to tell you San Antonio? San Antonio. There was a school bus that broke down. A set of train tracks. Before the bus could be moved or evacuated, a train barreled down the tracks, tragically killing all that was on board. It was such a tragedy, the local government eventually named all nearby streets after these children. That's quite sad. So
let's go on Steven, all right? We got Billy on the left.
we got River and Rain on fucking...
Not 2023 names, come on.
So, it's not...
Billy is not 2023 name.
Might as well be.
It's Prince William.
That's the name of every 90s bully ever.
Fucking Billy.
Billy punched me in the eye, Mom.
Billy and the boys chased me home.
Yeah, I don't think I was doing
and then their conservative father goes, well, go handle it like a man.
Punch him square in the mouth. Billy's 35.
So he just hangs around the schoolyard.
Well, it sounds like Billy's going to jail.
So as you drive past a mental institution on roads named after dead children, you come to a hill. On this hill is where the road meets the train tracks. Oh, I've heard this before. So you park your car on the tracks and put it in neutral. For added effect, you even put some white powder on your bumper. Then you wait. You get some like baby powder. Fucking just like sprinkle that shit.
Some white powder from Venezuela.
That's what they use for baby powder. Yes. Don't worry, he's chafing. Don't worry, put some cocoa on there.
Put some white powder on your bumper, snort it, and you'll see ghosts.
Every time, it's weird, but every time I think of baby powder, I think of Johnny Knoxville when they do like the fart. So he tested to see if he could see the fart. He's
like, the infrared.
Did it poof? Did it poof? Because he farts like when he's sleeping. He just go poof. It's like comes out like a cloud.
Yeah, it looks like someone's blowing a cloud of smoke.
Funny. Oh man, I my drunk movie go-tos are like Jackass movies. Just fucking laugh your fucking
go
ass.
from...
Because it's white powder. So you put the white powder, you fucking sprinkle it on your fucking the back of your car,
Sounds
okay?
expensive.
Okay? I'm talking about like just baby powder, fucking starch, I don't give a shit. If you find tiny fingerprints, supposedly those are the prints of the proof of that.
Coke addicts.
Good one, I like that. Those prints
Hey,
are
what's
proof.
on your bumper, Holmes? What's baby powder, you asshole?
don't, yeah, you parking some fucking chihuahuas, fucking, they're like, what's doing your bumper, man?
Why does that sound like ching ching chong?
That was a little
that's so
racist,
funny.
and I apologize.
I'm stealing your bubba.
That in Cheech and Chong, where he's like, "That's not fucking Coke, man," and he's like fucking covered his face. And it's like, it's salt, man. It's fucking salt.
I was looking for ghosts, dude. You went and snorted the only powder I had.
So it's supposedly proof that the ghost children who have died in the wreck years ago pushed you off the tracks to save your car and life from being hit by the train like they were. So the Nisi is like the leprechaun. It's a small creature. It could even help you with chores. Supposedly leprechauns will do that for you. They'll fix your shoes, fun stuff like that, right? You'll come in and your shoes will be fucking made. Brand new spanking pair of shoes. Just because of some leprechauns. These things kind of do similar things. A lot of these little elemental creatures do stuff like this.
Can they make a pair of Jordans?
I'm sure if you gave them the chance, they might do so.
Enough gold coins can make anything.
All right.
It's true. It's true. All right. And then, so you have to treat them with respect, and Nisi will protect, everything. They are especially fond of animals, but beware. A Nisi who feels insulted or disrespected can turn mischievous, even vicious. To this day, it's tradition to leave out a bowl of porridge. I don't know why they'd like that so much. In the barn for the Nisi on Christmas Eve, I didn't grow up on a farm, so my mom had us put out a bowl in the garage instead, just in case.
A bowl of cold porridge.
Because of the way this episode went, and how
Completely
crazy it went, it went all off the road. We crashed and we got back in the car, and then we started driving again. I'm gonna leave.
Then Tom started humping the steering wheel.
Yes, it got fucking horrible.
And then a deer jumped in front of it.
So we're gonna leave I had an idea to bring it to a close with the idea behind why Clive Barker wrote Candyman, which makes more sense to do for Aaron's show anyway, because it's a horror podcast. So let's bring it to the close with the last two. So there's a legend revolving the collector in Russia, and actually has real world roots. In 2011, a man was apprehended in Russia after his shocking secret was discovered. He liked to dig up cadavers and dress up the remains to display all around his home.
Oh, God.
An Ed Gein type, they say.
That would smell funky.
Not their dread out.
Yeah.
Do you know who Ed Gein is?
No.
Anyone?
No.
Do you know?
Dude, like the amount of times you talk about everything, I'm sure I've heard of him before.
We did a whole fucking episode. How do you forget these
Dude,
things?
because I fucking listen to way too much of you.
We did a whole entire episode about
Ed
this.
Gein killed people.
How many did he kill?
I don't know, like 3 or 4.
You're not really 2.
2.
Technically,
yeah, I knew
that's
it wasn't a
what-
lot.
He wasn't
Only
classified as.
2?
Listen,
Yeah.
he wasn't.
Entry
Maybe
level.
3.
Yeah, he's garbage.
not classified
It
as a
was
serial
3,
killer,
I think.
but he's the person that was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was based off of.
Oh.
Because he was essentially a grave digger. He would dig up bodies.
That's right. See, now I remember.
Yeah, he would dig up bodies of, like, in the cemetery, freshly dug graves. He would dig up the body, and then he would use the skin. And it's funny how we joke so much about Nazis on this show. He, like, loved Nazis and was interested by the bitch from Buchenwald, which was this SS officer that ran one of the concentration camps. And she used to, like, do things like, me and Anton actually talked about this way back in the day, about our Evil Nazis episode. And she'd walk around the concentration camps naked. And if you were caught looking at her, you would be tortured. And sometimes she would fuck the prisoners and all this stuff. She was like a crazy woman. Sounds like
Prisoners sound like was a good night?
Yeah.
You're like, come here. I was staring.
Honestly,
I was probably staring.
But there's some of them that she would have if she walk around on purpose. Well, they says either naked or scantily clothed. And if some of these, victims of the concentration camps, Jewish people, other people, would be caught looking at her, some of them would just be shot in the head instantly, dead. Just like they would just use like.
Yeah, so you don't really want to take your chances, eh?
Yeah, really choice.
I like this.
I think we should probably
taps his balls.
We should probably clean this up, shouldn't we?
You know, I'll clean it up. We'll clean it up.
Clean it up.
Clean it.
Clean it.
Clean it like you're peeing.
In total, he dug up 29 cadavers.
Oh,
Damn.
God.
The absolute sickening event had spurred the legend of the Collector, a mysterious figure who kidnaps people, slays them, and then puts their mummified remains on display. The Collector is known all over the world, but such stories, the true stories actually come from Russia. This story actually there's a big presence of that it's a real story. But like I was going to say about Ed Gein, he would take body parts. He had a tit belt. And people would know us that are fans, but he had a belt made out of nipples. An entire belt was made of nipples.
Whoa.
Yeah. He would put on his mom died. He dug up his mom's body and then put on her skin. Is that fucked up? Yeah. No, you know how interesting serial killers are to me?
Maybe she didn't have eczema or something.
No.
He's trying to get rid of it.
It's fucking crazy. They found
cheetah print.
They found skulls, man, that he made into bowls that he used cereal out of.
Oh.
Or super, whatever the fuck this
Is that
guy
what a
was.
serial killer's made out of? Like, that's what gets you the title?
No, he technically wasn't a serial killer. It's more than 3 victims.
Oh, I thought it was you ate cereal
No.
out of their skull or something.
Very funny. But like he wasn't considered one because of his acts of depravity. That's why he became so well known, and that's why they based Texas Chainsaw Massacre off of him. Is because he would wear like skin suits and shit and dance in the fucking mirror. And
Damn.
yeah, fun times. One last one. Body under the bed.
There's another one.
This one, some urban legends turn out to be true. And that's what I was going to say. The one of the Candyman one is actually a true story about when people live in the project buildings and stuff like that. And some people being in the walls. Legitimate. This is a true story. But this is not the one we're talking about.
Is that like worse than the closet?
Coming out the closet like a Kelly.
Coming out the wall.
I'm here. I'm queer, and I want your rights.
Coming out of the wall, that's like poltergeist shit. Coming out of the closet, that's even worse.
No, it's funny. I just to quickly say this. I just find it funny. Someone brought up, and it's such a good point. Of someone said they were having a good conversation with somebody who is trans or whatever, right? Someone that's very far left, and because there's people, not all people are like that, not all trans people, whatever.
No.
But they were so far the other way. Billy's definitely got to pee. That's why he wants it wrapped up. That's why he wants it wrapped up because he's got to pee like a So they were like having this person was claiming they were having a good conversation with somebody that was very far that way. They were getting to a point, and then they kept calling, well, you're only a cisgendered male, and they're like, no, I want you to call me a real woman. I'm a woman. I don't need this. You don't need to call me cis. That's not what I want to be identified as. And then they're like, you're a fucking transphobe and a bigot, and like went off. And the idea these people want to be called everything. I always bring this up because it's so prevalent in our society right now. They want to be like catered to and called what they want, but then if you ask to do the same thing, they're not like, allowed. No.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be edited out.
So just ignore it.
Vacationing couples, newlyweds, Disneyland guests, all have been the subject of an urban legend involving hotel occupants who fell blissfully to sleep, only to wake up in an awful stench coming from either under the bed or inside the mattress.
Yeah.
Closer inspection reveals that a dead body had been stashed away, presumably someone that had not died of natural causes. The traveling tale has been confirmed by multiple times. This actually has happened. At least a dozen newspaper stories have detailed hotel rooms that had doubled as body disposal sites. While the smell is usually apparent right away, at least one couple slept on a mattress containing a body in Atlantic City in 1999. Cases in Colorado, Florida, and Virginia have also been reported. In 2010, guests at the Budget Lodge in Memphis were horrified to discover that they had been sleeping above the body of Sony Millbrook, a missing person. Fabric softener had been stuffed in the ceiling ties to try to mask the smell. At least 3 other occupants have rented the room since Millbrook's disappearance. A court eventually convicted Millbrook's boyfriend of the crime.
Oh my god.
Isn't that fucked up?
Wow.
I don't even want to stay at hotels anymore.
What do you think about that, Brad?
When I think about that, I'm thinking I'd never stay at a hotel ever again.
Motel is probably a lot worse,
Yeah,
too.
no, those are the shitty ones. You're not gonna get that at the
That's
Hilton.
fucking... That is crazy. That's ended on a true urban legend. That's fucking crazy that even has happened to people where you've slept on top of a dead person.
That wouldn't be okay.
That's what we call a starfish, ladies and gentlemen. All right, well, we'll bring it to
Try
an
it
end.
at home.
Billy went for a
don't try
pee.
that.
I'm sure he'll come up here at some point. But for all the fans, we're doing something different. We're chilling at a bar. We're filming literally on my phone for the video and stuff like that because I don't have all the equipment here. So there's been some mistakes made, and they will be edited prior to. But I hope you guys did enjoy this kind of shenanigans style episode because I figured that's that's what it would have been. I figured it was going to be this much that I think it would get so far off the rails that now it's detached in Ohio and there's a lot of people complaining about a weird smell. No, but we still got to this point, you know?
Sleeping on a dead body.
Sleeping on a dead body.
Yeah, there's real urban legend, Billy, because you were peeing.
Oh, I fucking had to.
I know.
He's gonna fucking piss on his floor.
There's real stories of people that have actually slept on top of a dead body being under the bed, or there was a story in 1999 in Atlantic City where somebody slept on top of a body that was inside of a mattress.
Good.
Fantastic.
Billy's like, I do that every night. My girlfriend is already dead. She's apparently...
She's alive. You'll meet her. She's real.
I'm making it up.
It's funny because I
Bring her to the wedding. She's a blow up doll. Okay.
Nobody look at Billy.
All right, everybody.
She's a very good-looking blow-up doll.
Where'd you meet her? At a sex shop.
She was just staring at me in the corner.
She had that look
All
of surprise
blown
on her face.
Just begging to come home with me.
Anyways, see you later.
All right, Billy's done.
Peace.
That means the episode is done because Billy...
Took off his hat.
Billy's
That's
tired.
game.
Right.
Billy's tired.
Billy's going back to his shift at...
Yeah, I gotta go back to
A&W.
fucking work, man.
All right. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Obviously, to support us, go to the Patreon, buy merch, all that kind of fun stuff. Check out my music and Billy's music on Spotify. These guys...
You know what's funny? I searched it today.
Yeah.
It's your Spotify. All my music is the most popular.
You think so? I know the ratings.
Go on it.
I don't
Can't.
have Spotify.
It shows
Can't.
it shows most popular. Just
None of us have service out here.
Yeah. Well, one
like
song, because I think of...
I do, and I'm with Freedom. I got service out here.
Should get that.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
Freedom!
I got the worst service in the world, and I got service here.
I'm with Bell, and it's worse.
Billy's popular song is Blue Balls because he has blue balls. He named
That's
a
fair.
song called Blue Balls.
You made a song about me?
I did.
All right.
I-
Bye-bye!
before I even met you.
Oh,
See
wait,
you
hold
later.
on. You didn't get
Wait.
to finish it.
I just want to say, everybody, lick each other's assholes. I don't give a shit. Let's try this human centipede. We'll start it from Scumtown, Brantford, Ontario, and we'll lead
that
it
what
down
you
to
wanted him to
Arkansas.
say?
And it's
No.
not weird if you orgasm.
No, I said, remember, take nothing serious.
Yeah, take nothing seriously because nothing has been serious. The whole
Oh,
point,
anyone who took anything seriously is not listening.
Yeah.
I promise.
don't take anything
They're
seriously.
gone.
They're yelling. I always say they're yelling at their radios, and it's like, who listens to a radio anymore?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the old timer radio, and we're gonna fuck off.
I say we're gonna follow the horse races today.
All right, I'm done.